There, and we are now live! Welcome back to the Invictus stream! My name is Harlan Guthrie, and I'm here with my excellent friends, Justin.
Hello!
Michael. And that's it, because Chris and Alex are not here with us today. Whew. Yesterday, I very jealously got to watch them play a game run by Justin in a very peculiar setting, which I will be honest, I have only seen about an hour into. The last thing I heard was something about a gate being opened, and that was about it. I stopped after that, so I have no hints of what today is going to be. But I twisted Justin's arms a little bit because Mike and I both talked, and we decided that we were quite jealous about not being involved in yesterday's game. Not that we weren't involved, we were just, we had our lives to do. We weren't doing nothing. So,
and because we're sucky and entitled, and Justin's an enabler, we're here today.
Exactly. That is exactly why I'm still addicted to Pop Rocks. And because we twisted his arm, he said, sure, I guess I can do another game, and that's why we're here for an unscheduled Thursday night game of... Justin?
The Running Dead.
The Running Dead. That's where the effects would go if I had them queued up.
Yeah.
So, again, what I know, well, Mike and I both know about this game. Mike, how much of this game did you watch?
I watched until they got to the gym.
Okay, so more than me, so you actually might be of help. I know very little. I didn't even, well, I skipped to very awkward times. I skipped to about an hour in and then left after about 10 minutes of that. I only got to hear Justin's speech and things like that. So that was it. For those of you who might just be watching this, stumbled across this on YouTube for the first time, hello, we are the Invictus stream. Me and my 4 other friends, currently there's only 2 of us, play games every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, and tonight being the exception, a Thursday night, because I'm still on vacation and I wanted to play something and see you guys and hang out because I missed you.
And we missed you too.
Obviously, of course. Who wouldn't? So this is a Thursday night game of something that Justin put together using the Fate system.
Mm-hmm. Fate Core.
Yeah, Fate Core system, which is by Evil Hat Productions. It is a fantastic game, and I believe it is a donate or a pay what you want game by PDF. Can you confirm or deny that, Justin? It is, right?
Oh, yep. It's pay what you want, but it is not only do they have the PDF, but they've got this great website called fatersd.com, and essentially it's an interactive site that has the entire book in PDF format, but you can click and jump around to different pages and search, and it's very, very well put together.
And these guys are doing it right. In fact, all the publishers that we really play games from are doing it right, as well as Monte Cook Games, who I think Justin just said that he backed today, their child-geared RPG. What was it called?
No Thank You Evil?
No Thank You Evil. Yes. Yeah, it's an RPG focused on kids, tabletop RPG for kids, and I think it's
for kids, not focused on kids. That's because child violence.
Sorry. By the way, this is an 18+ show.
Oh yes, that's always the big thing. This is an 18+ show.
Because we do get naked.
We try to every game, and if we can't, then we failed as a game. Whatever we are, but it is an 18+ show. We don't save it as an 18+ show because then you can't watch it. You have to log into YouTube to watch it, which is stupid. So just be your own judgment. Be your own judge. And if you feel like you're getting a little too mature for it, then turn it off. That's fine.
But like Matthew McConaughey, Justin will find any reason to take his shirt off and walk around and flex.
But unlike Matthew McConaughey, Justin actually's got something nice to show. Yeah, that's it. Here we go.
Look at these bony shoulders.
Bony shoulders. Ooh, that could be your jazz handle name. Bony shoulders.
Bony shoulders.
From down south.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do these every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, today being the exception. So please, if you like this or you like RPG games in general, tune in 8 o'clock every Wednesday, subscribe, like, share. Please, please, please join our Facebook group. And the reason I'm saying that, it's no advantage to me, but it's a great place for discussion. You can post videos, images, sound bites, files, whatever you want. And that's really where a lot of our viewers hopefully are on right now. And as I go to our Facebook page, I see that Hans and Bob have already done a little bit of stuff as they're watching the game alongside. So, and Hans actually asked if we'll be running No Thank You Evil on here when it comes out. And I think that'd be a pretty cool thing. I would
definitely.
Even if we get force some kids to be on camera. No, I'm just kidding. That's not, but no, I think that would be great, and I'd love to actually try it. I know very little about it, but I'm very keen to back it myself. Anyway, so as I said, Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Please follow, like, subscribe, share, watch along. We have a lot of dedicated viewers over at Facebook. Thank you all to you guys who watch every week. It is greatly appreciated, and you make doing this 100 times more fun than it is normally, because it's always nice to kind of get that feedback. And from what I watched, it seemed like this game that you're going to be playing for us, Justin, is very against the players. We either get to spend XP or something like that. Do you want to go in that now or save it a little bit later?
Yeah, well, yes, I'll talk about it now, and I'll get into the XP later, but I'll talk about Fate and what Fate is all about, and what I discovered last game, because last game was my first game of Fate, and I think by the end I got a firm understanding of what the game is supposed to be about. And really, I think what they were going for Fate is just a game that you can sit down and just have a good time with your buddies. It's not supposed to be rules intensive. It's not supposed to be rolling intensive. It's just about you and your friends getting together and telling a story. So a lot of it is improvised. A lot of it is just off the fly. You come up with the story as you're going along, and it tailors to that because it's very flexible. Because all it really revolves around is something called fate points. And the fate points work kind of like experience in Numenera, where the GM can create an intrusion and say, okay, I'm going to give you an experience point, and then this bad thing will happen to your character. Fate works the same way. I will give you a fate point if you allow this to happen to your character, this obstacle that you have to overcome. And if you say no, then you have to give me a fate point.
Oh, right? Shit. So it's kind of like, it's similar to Numenera in like the intrusion aspect, where like if we don't do it, we gotta, something like that?
Exactly like that. The only thing is with Numenera you get 2 XP and you have to give 1 to another person. This one is just fate point.
Good, because I don't like sharing. I'm not a good, I never, I don't like it.
We know. But
I don't mind sharing with Mike.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's why I'm keen for this dynamic. This is a dynamic, just Mike and I, with a game run by Justin. It's a new dynamic. I'm excited. We have a lot of Grinner, Imogen. We have a lot of Theric, Brandy Jack. Look at those beautiful blues.
I'm just staring into your eyes, Harlan.
Wait, where's the aw? Oh, that's the wrong sound. Well, it could be the right sound. So.
Yeah, so that's the core of it. That's what we're going to be basing this game off of. And then as the game goes on, I'm going to be introducing new elements. But to start, it's just going to be, I give you a fate point, and you give me a fate point if you want to see something happen.
Wait, how many do we have to start with?
You have 3 fate points to start with.
Ah.
All right.
Where do I put them?
Fate point at the top, right next to the logo, the Fate Core System.
Where it says
logo.
refresh?
Yes. Put 3 there.
So we put this many?
So
we get 1 fate point, we get a second fate point, and then we get 5, right? Do we get this 5?
You know what? I think that No Thank You Evil would be a good fit for us.
Why can they not count the 3?
Actually, they could probably count better than us. That's what's funny about this game, is that it is very math intensive. Like, even on the spot, it's not like hard math, but it's like, okay, I've got 2 minuses and 1 plus, and that brings me to negative, but I also got +3.
Oh, this game is math intensive? Shit.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
So actually, this brings up my next point, that with Fate we use something called Fate dice, and we've seen them before. We've used them a couple times. Essentially, you've got the plus, you got the minus, you got the blank side, and you are trying to go against a target number, so maybe +1 or +2. And with this roll, I got a +1, so I would have tied with that +1 goal. So I succeed at whatever I was trying to achieve.
You always succeed at whatever you try to achieve, Justin.
Yeah. Well, thank you for noticing. But I try.
You've earned it.
Thanks. Oh, she has. Okay, so Aisha, you do have one experience, and that's from watching last night. So if you
Hold
would,
on, you can't just give her experience to
no,
screw us over.
no. This is just an advance from last game. So
Oh, she's like an addict. Just give me a little bit.
yeah,
Last
you'll
game.
get.
I swear to God, I'm good for it. I'm good for it.
Aisha, you can have your point now. You can also use some of Bob's points. We'll allow that.
Oh, what? They're allowed to share now?
Because they are one flesh.
They are one flesh.
Unto life giveth, and all that stuff. Maybe you should do like a bonus XP round where the next 5 minutes, everyone who comments on the Facebook page with the word Crest toothpaste gets like an XP or something like that.
Okay, let's do that. Crest toothpaste.
No, just like advertising products.
Does anybody have a picture of Crest toothpaste that we could post?
Yeah, right.
Can see it.
Crest toothpaste. Why Crest?
Yes, if you post the word Crest toothpaste, the words, on the Facebook page within the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you true experience. But that's not all.
Order in the next 2 minutes and you get double the XP. That's right, double the XP.
That's what you get for watching on a Thursday.
Yeah, that's what you get. Thursday, you get product endorsements that don't pay us. Oh, Hans already did it. Crest toothpaste.
Congratulations, Hans Zieger, yes. So yes, Oh, Mike Fazio. We got Mike Fazio joining in here.
Jesus.
Wait. Yes, Crest toothpaste. Woo.
Crest toothpaste is gonna get like
nope, Aisha, you're gonna have to try again. That's not the correct answer.
Yeah, woo crack. Nah, sorry, drugs. Crest toothpaste is like a drug when used properly and applied to your dentures 2 times a night. They are paying us for this, by the way.
You could hide crack in a Crest toothpaste tube.
Yeah, it would give you that like nice crackly, like when you're brushing, it feels like you got something. Although I was reading a report that said there's something like plastic bits in toothpaste, in a certain type of toothpaste. Like, don't use it because there's plastic in it.
So I have not heard that.
There we go.
Oh, and there you go. Aisha got Crest. So that's 3 right there for Mike, Hans, and Aisha.
Wonderful. So you guys are going to be able to use that experience throughout the game. And Aisha, you already know how to use it. Hans, you already know how to use it. And Mike, if you watched the last game, you'll know how to use it. And yeah, so there you go.
But we don't know how you use it, so.
No, they don't. So we're not going to give it away right now.
Mike and I are totally blind to this. My plane landed last night. I got the tail end of the video. I kind of watched a little bit of Alex being funny as usual, and I don't even know how it ended. So that's as much as I know. So this is going to be a bloodbath. Okay,
so. I'm gonna push things along here and just move on to your character sheets. Okay. This is the last thing I want to talk about before we actually jump into the action. And I'm going to attempt to screen share here.
We already got all your character stuff filled out. What? We have to fill out like tiers?
Oh. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Now I can.
You can see this this character sheet.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So this is a sample character that I have made up for the purposes of this game, just so that you guys understand the how characters are made. So you see, we've got the ID, and you know what? I'm gonna do this in character.
Sure.
So yeah, hello. My name is Heinrich Zieger. I'd like to say hello from where I am, but I'm not going to tell you because that's a secret. They call me the Ziegenator. What? Did you have something to say?
I do. Bob does not want to share.
He doesn't want to share with Aisha.
He's not going to share. Okay. Bob, you do not need to share if you do not want to. Keep your point to yourself. Oh, let me tell you. The aspects. You can see this right here. Yeah, see? Aspects. These are all the things about my personality that make me who I am. And sometimes these aspects work well for me, but sometimes they can work against me. It's like there's some type of fate that is keeping me from doing exactly what I want to do and things all being good. If you understand.
No, I don't. I'm too distracted by the voice. So we have to write all of our the things under there.
Well, I think we're gonna get them as we go a little bit.
Yeah, you're going to get them as you go. You have a case of amnesia at the beginning of the game, so...
That'll work perfect.
That's pretty much what I have in real life. Put it this way. This is what I got on my sheet, just so you can see. I got my name here, Dennis Collins. I have a 3, and that's it.
You might want to put in your best skill, put in your top skill. You were going to pick shoot, right?
Look at this. It's like a world within a world. Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, put in my what?
Your shoot.
Yeah, I put that under... Where should I put that?
Skills.
Under great, if you want to be a great shooter.
Okay, I will be a great shooter.
And then you can fill in the rest as we're going along. You might be in a fight with a zombie, and you'd be like, okay, I want to use fight. And then you can say, okay, well, I'm going to say that I'm a good fighter. And then if you can come up with a reason as to why you're a good fighter, then we'll allow it.
Okay.
All right. So the aspects, basically, they're not just like a personality type. It's not just like, oh, I am compassionate. Oh, I am giving. We like to keep things very narrative and exciting with these personality traits. So we've got all zombies must be destroyed. This is the Zeeganator's high concept. He has to kill every single zombie he sees. So that's going to give him a bonus. Whenever he wants to kill a zombie, he's like, oh, I got to get rid of them. Maybe I could use this against him, though, and say, well, you haven't killed all the zombies yet. You can't move into the next room.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Right? So he's got a trouble. This is more of a narrative trouble than a personal trouble, and that is that the Church of Retribution wants him dead. So they want to... Maybe I can invoke that and say, okay, well, you're just having a beautiful day and everything's going great, but all of a sudden an assassin comes for you from the Church of Retribution.
Should we know what the Church of Retribution is, or is this something you made up?
This is just something I made up.
Okay, good.
All right. So he's got a heavy Schwarzenegger accent, which makes him difficult to understand sometimes. But it also can be quite intimidating, so that could work both ways. He killed his zombie brother, so maybe he goes into a rage when he sees a zombie that looks like his brother, or maybe he collapses to his knees and cries, and he's just a sucker for kittens.
Who isn't, though?
Oh, kittens are...
It's not fair. That can't be a
And
trouble.
they're delicious.
And
it's like fast food because they come to you.
Yeah.
Like, no hunting involved.
It's true.
I can't wait for your next dinner party, Mike.
Nature's fast food.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, no, I agree.
Swerve towards them on the road.
So
should we have? So we shouldn't have any of these concepts or troubles written, correct? We're gonna develop.
You should have your first high concept written.
Oh,
you can change that. So
and
your first,
okay.
Your first high concept is your job, basically, or what you aspire in life.
How about that? I guess it can be public, eh?
Yep.
Okay, I was thinking maybe like loves brain teasers, or good at brain teasers or riddles or something like that.
Okay, so if you wanted to make that your high concept, you would have to say, like, this is what I'm all about. So you would have to be obsessed over riddles. That's a great aspect. That could be a normal aspect. But he could say, like, everything in life is a puzzle to me, and I have to solve it.
Okay, then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn to our loving community and say, give me an aspect. And I just posted on our Facebook, I said, give me an aspect. Comment below that with some ideas for an aspect, because frankly, I was sitting here trying to think of one beforehand, and I could not rack my brain to find anything interesting, and I'm happy to play something relatively interesting. However, unlike the gauntlets from Numenera, I do get final say on this. This is going to be my call. I don't want this to be something that Justin says, no, I'm sorry, you got to take that one. And let's go for relatively useful. That can be beneficial for Justin to use against me, but something that will be fun to watch as well.
Perfect.
Is that fair?
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Like collects Hummel figurines. Hummel. What's a Hummel figurine?
I don't know.
I don't know, Hans. I don't know what that is.
Sounds like a quick Googly search.
That's what I just did. Hummel figurines. Oh, they're the little life-sized. Looks like this is what I'm seeing when I see what Hans just recommended.
So that's what your life. It's your life aspiration.
Well, I like the idea of like getting something. I like that. The figurines, I'm going to say no, just because that doesn't really make. But we can.
So he's a collector of something.
Perhaps
wants a pony to call his own. Probably not. Because I already have a pony that I call my own.
Mm-hmm.
I do. It's its name, my own. I have it tattooed across its ass.
Mioni.
Branded, I should say. So anyway, that's what my. While we can let this high concept run while everything else keeps going, I can just keep referring to it.
Sure.
Wants to find his soulmate.
Ooh, actually, I quite like that. Wants to find
a little bit of a Tinder fiend.
Wait, is this you or is this your suggestion for me?
Your suggestion for you.
Oh, good, because I was going to say I quite like that.
Yeah.
Because that could be also, well, it could be interpreted different ways too, right? Like, especially Justin could be using it for like a negative. Like if like, you know, I like that though. Wants to find a soulmate. Okay, that's one of the leaders. I'm gonna keep a list of leaders. Now, I will say, give me an aspect. If you have a good one, and I'm talking about, it doesn't have to be serious, but you know, if you have a good one, you're like, no, I think this would actually work really well. I think we can give some bonus XP for it. What do you think, Justin?
I think so.
Hey, it's all about making a better game. So if you give me a good thing, but right now Mike's the winner and he's gonna get the
Breakdancing champion.
Which one?
Breakdancing champion.
Oh, that would actually be pretty cool too. I won't. Right. Well, here's the reason why I might be shooting down some of these is because I have what my character does in his real life in my mind. So it wouldn't work as well with that, and I'm waiting because like Justin said we're gonna wait to reveal like what our characters do. So, but anyway, continue, Justin.
Play.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
So, I need a volunteer. Okay, Michael. Braden Wilkes Booth. Your eyes open slightly, and you see a white light, and you hear the sound of heavy hydraulic machines pressing air and gas and pss, 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 and pistons and that sort of thing, and you don't know where you are. Your head is killing you, and you try to move, and your arms are shackled. And you hear some mumbling, and someone comes into view above you, and the mumbling becomes a little bit clearer as you start to come to, and you think you hear one of them say, "Put him back under," and one of them reaches over you with a syringe, a very intimidating-looking syringe. And you feel a...
Whoa! Whoa, what the hell?
You say that?
Back off, man. Yeah, back off.
The syringe pierces your arm. You feel a prick. And after a few moments, you go back under.
God, bastards.
So, you come to again. And you are in a comfortable bed. And you're not shackled, you're not... There's nothing wrong with you. Your head does still hurt. And you realize that you don't know where you are, and you don't know who you are. So looking around, as your vision clears, you see that you're in some sort of log cabin, in a small room with a bunk bed.
Anyone on top bunk?
So you look, and you see that there is someone, and they are just coming to as well. It's a woman, and she's fully dressed, wearing mismatching clothing, not under the blankets or anything. But she comes to, and she looks at you and says, who are you?
Shut up. We're going to look around the room some more.
And she looks a little taken aback, but she's too tired. She doesn't even seem to comprehend what's going on. And
lie down and be quiet.
Fuck you. And she puts her head back on the pillow. Whoa. All right. So you keep looking around?
Yeah. Yeah, like drawers, dressers, closets.
Okay. So as you look
Windows.
around, windows. Yes, there's a window at the side of the room, just a basic like 4-pane window with the cross in the middle, and you see there is a mirror with over top of a like, what's that called? Like an armoire?
Yep.
Yeah. You see an armoire, and there's a bunch of drawers, and you go and you open all the drawers, and the bottom one is a little bit bigger, and it's locked.
How big is this little armoire thing?
It's pretty big. It's the size of a good dresser.
Can I move it away from the wall?
You could try, but
Yeah.
that's going to be, you're going to need, I guess, that's going to be a physique roll. That's going to be a skill.
Well, fortunately, I'm pretty fair at physique.
Okay. So roll ahead. You're trying to beat a good. So you're trying to beat a 3 with this roll.
Okay, so I roll 4 of them? Like, is it
Yep.
always 4?
Yeah, it's always 4 fate dice.
So, what does this mean?
Okay. So you failed.
Okay.
I think you
All
just
right.
made that up.
Nope.
Well,
nope,
I'm guessing the middle 2 cancel each other out, so I've got a -2.
That's exactly it.
And my physique is +2, so I've got 0 exactly. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yep.
Okay.
You were going for a good.
I'm good at math.
So yes, you failed. So that means that you have 2 options. You
Okay.
can either fail at the task of moving it away from the wall,
Yeah.
or you can succeed, but at a great cost.
Yeah, no, I'll fail. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to try something else with it.
Okay, sure. And it's at this moment that you hear someone else moving in the cabin. And this is where I'm going to jump to Dennis. Dennis, you awoke, and the first thing that you heard was the crackling of a fire.
Oh.
And your back hurts and your head hurts, and you assume that you've been lying on the floor the whole night because you open your eyes and you see you are only about a meter away from the fireplace.
Oh. Oh, fuck. I'm on the floor all night, you said?
Yep, you're on the floor, and this is the main living area. There's a couch behind you, and there's someone sleeping on it, and 2 chairs. There's a table, like a big wooden table, and a front door, and there's 2 doors leading into 2 separate rooms.
And do I see anyone else in the room?
Just the person lying on the couch.
And who's that?
It's a man, and he is young, maybe about 25, 26. He's a black guy, and he's snoring quite loudly.
All right, so I stand up, and I rub my eyes. Oh. Rub my lower back, which is sore, as I am an older man.
How old are you?
Do I know? I don't know how much I
You don't. You don't know how old you are.
So I go to touch my beard and feel that it's big, and I see that it's white, and I probably maybe early 60s, maybe mid 60s.
Okay, all right.
Maybe later. I don't really know.
So I'm going to propose an aspect to you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And that is the aspect of Golden Age.
Okay.
All right. So that could be beneficial to you in terms of like wisdom and stuff like that, but you're definitely going to take a negative to like physical rolls.
Yeah, I figured might as well mix it up. We got a young street punk. I'll go with an old timier. So where do I write that? Under skills?
Under aspects.
Oh, under aspects. Under trouble, you mean?
Yeah, that could be a trouble.
Golden Age. All right. All right.
Wonderful. So that's basically what you see in the room. Like I said, front door. There's actually 2 windows with drapes hanging on either side of those windows on either side of the door. Then the window all the way to the right, there is a table. That table right beside it, more like a picnic. Then opposite side of where the table is where the fireplace is and where you are, on the couch, facing, okay, I guess, that side.
So I stand up. Sorry, continue.
And then just the 2 other rooms opposite from the wall of the door.
Okay. Do I hear anyone else moving around in the building?
You do, actually, and you see that the farthest room from you, across from where the table is, the door is open, and you see a man. Actually, you hear a man grunt, and you hear the sound of something budge along the floor, something heavy. But you don't see what it is.
Okay. I stand up and I walk over to the man sleeping on the couch and I kick him awake.
You kick him?
Hey, get up! I kick the side of the couch really hard, like.
Okay. And
we're both abrasive characters. It'll be nice.
Yeah. Well, Chris and Alex both played pretty abrasive characters too. It's funny.
It's gonna be.
So he stirs and stops snoring, and he rubs his eyes. He says, "Yo, what the hell, man?"
And I grab him by the scruff and I throw him off the couch.
Shit! What the fuck is going on? And
I say, "Get up!"
He's awake right away, and he says, "Damn, where the hell am I? What the hell did you do to me?"
I said, "What do you remember?"
I don't remember a damn thing. I just remember you kicking the couch and me waking up and being on the floor.
Well, you're snoring too fucking loud. And I walk over to the drapes and I tear down the drapes.
Okay, so you tear down the drapes, and it's nighttime. You see outside, you're in a forest. There's trees all around you, and in the parking lot there are a couple cars sitting there. It's just like a dirt parking lot, and it is a very dark night. You can only see the cars illuminated by the glow of the fire.
Is there a pole holding the curtains in place?
Yes, there is.
I'm going to make a makeshift torch using the drapery and the pole itself. I'm going to smash the pole in half, and well, I can be doing that while you're running around with Brady.
Running north. Yep. Okay. So just quickly for you, I'm going to make you do a craft roll.
Sounds good. I'm going to be good at. So okay, how do I pick my skills? Because I'm starting to get what I want to be.
Add them in wherever you like.
So anything that pops up?
Anything that pops up, but keep in mind that you only have 2 good. So if you give yourself good at craft and good at whatever, and then you get down to fair and you want to put in physique, you want to have good physique, you've already used up all your good slots.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right?
I think I know what character I want to be. All right, so then I'm going to make fair craft. Is that okay?
Yep.
Actually, I'll do average craft.
Average, okay.
So, and I just roll 4 die?
4 die, and you're trying to beat just an average, so +1. So the odds are with you.
The odds are ever in my favor. So we got that. Is that good or bad?
That is good. So you succeed.
Hey, look at me.
So you got a 2, and you've got a +1 to your skill. So that means you succeed. But if you had succeeded with +3, that would have meant that you succeeded with style.
Oh.
So if you want to,
your torch could have been bedazzled.
It could have been. It could.
So crafty.
You could have made it a more powerful torch that you can illuminate everything. If you want to, you can add 2 to that roll by using a fate point and invoking one of your aspects. So if you can think of a reason why, you could even say Golden Ages, you've done this before.
I would say that. What's my negative? I lose a fate point, you said?
You lose a fate point, yeah.
I don't need anything better than the 2 things I just made.
Perfect, okay. So you make your torch, and we're going to jump back over to Braden. So, Braden, you try to push the shelf and you don't succeed, and you see now the girl is getting off the bed, and she says, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you trying to move that?"
Why come off the bed and make yourself useful, bitch? Like, look around, see what we find. Like, bake me some cookies or something.
Fuck you. And she goes into the second room.
Oh, there's a second room.
Yes, there's you can see that there is a door leading out into a main common area. And you hear some people moving around. You hear what sounds like a black guy mouthing off at an old man. But
well, that seems more like my style. And I don't want to admit it to anyone, but I actually don't like being alone.
Okay,
Makes me nervous.
So why don't you put that as one of your aspects?
Oh, I like that.
Trouble. Don't like being alone.
Oh.
Please don't leave me. What's cool about the aspects, reading in the Fate book, is that you have they try to make it fun. So like they turn their aspects into sayings. So yeah.
I have abandonment issues.
Sure, there you go.
Yeah, you do. From me.
All right.
I'm actually your daddy.
So you hear a banging on the front door all of a sudden.
Okay, any because there wasn't like a kitchenette or anything around, right? It was a bedroom. Is that what you said?
Yep, it was a bedroom. There is like a small kitchenette. Okay. Actually, no, there isn't. There is a wood stove, a wood burning stove with a couple pots on it.
Okay, any utensils to put in the wood or a chair?
Yep, there are chairs.
I'm just gonna take a chair and I'm gonna like smash it. So I got like just the legs and be like, "Who's there? What do you want?"
And you hear muffled shouts from outside. "Please let me in! Let me in!"
So does Braden walk into the room that I'm in?
Yes.
No. Oh, I do.
Yep. That's the. It's
my room is where the front the door is, right?
Oh,
yep.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
So I see him smash the chair and kind of walk, and I look at him and I say, "Shut up! You're making a noise. I can't hear what's going outside. Who's there?"
He says, I need your help. I need your help. I'm stuck outside and the door is locked." And hear the door handle rattle.
Okay, and I walk over and I hold it and I don't move and I say, "Who are you and why should we let you in?" And I kind of start assessing the people around me.
So there's silence from the other side of the door. And after a beat, you hear him say, I honestly don't remember who I am. I have no idea who I am or how I got here, but I just know that there's something out here, man. There's something out here, and I gotta get inside. Please let me in.
There's something out there with you, and it's dangerous.
Yes, I think so. It doesn't sound friendly at all, man.
Well, we're sure as shit not letting you in here.
And you hear the woman behind you says, "What the hell are you doing? Let him in!"
And I say, "Back off! If he's bringing something dangerous in, he's not coming in here."
Holy shit! And the banging continues. Okay. And
I'm with the old man.
I figured.
Yes.
I figured you were with him.
It's a geezer, but it's making sense right now.
And you quiet your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm thinking of the lives of 4 in here versus 1 out there.
So the banging continues, and then you hear from outside. You hear say, "Oh shit! And
I point to Braden and I say, "You get out that window. Tell me what you see."
And then I go over.
Okay, so looking out the window, you see movement. You see the man at the door, and he hasn't thought of smashing the windows yet himself, I guess. He's just too panicked. And behind him, just behind the cars, only about 10 feet away, you see some figures slowly shambling their way towards him.
All right, I'll be like, "Let him in. We got time."
And I look at you. Now, is there anything that we can roll, like he can roll on me as like a trust or something to give me a...
Yes, there is. So you can... What are you trying to do, Braden? Are you trying to convince him? I'm just trying to think of what skill works best. Empathy, provoke, rapport.
The only one I have is deceive.
Deceive. Okay.
Yeah, it's
All
the only
right.
one I
Yeah,
have.
you could swing that somehow. So explain how
Yeah.
you're deceiving him.
I'd be like, it's probably bears. Like, we're in the woods. Just frickin' open the door. Let the friggin' pansy in.
Okay. So you can roll your deceive versus Harlan's will. So will is we're gonna say it's like Mike is doing an attack on your willpower. So how much will does your character have, Harlan?
I pick it under skills. I get to put skill will under one of these.
That's right.
I would say he's probably really strong in will.
Okay.
He's a stubborn old goat.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess I won't tell you what kind of character I am yet, right?
That's fine. You don't have to. No.
Well, because I know you said you wanted to reveal it, so we'll wait a little bit. But we'll say will would probably be very strong, so we'll call it good.
Good. Okay. So go ahead and roll, both of you.
Like, hunting?
Good will hunting. Oh well, maybe not that good.
So you got a +1 in the end, I believe, Harlan.
Oh yeah, because my good has 3 and I took away 2, so I have 1.
And Mycl, what did you get on your deceive roll?
I have a +1.
+1.
Because I've got a plus and a negative and 2 blanks, which is 0. But I have a +1 in deceive because it's average.
Okay, so that means that you tied, which means that it goes to the person with the best skill in the battle, and I think
So that would be Harlan.
that would be Harlan. So you have managed to keep the door closed?
Well, not necessarily. It just means that I don't believe him that they're bears.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say, that doesn't sound like any fucking bears I've ever heard. You're lying to me, boy. Is he out there? Is he safe? Who's out there?
Just friggin' open the door. You got time. There's nothing else out there other than him.
All right, I'm gonna take that and say, you watch your fucking mouth with me, and you don't ever try to lie to me again. And I open the door, and I pull the kid in, and I throw him on the floor, and I shut the door behind him.
So you throw him on the floor, and he's crying. He's got tears in his eyes, and he says, thank you so much. And he's got long hair, and he's a hippie. Plain as day hippie. Yet he's like, oh, thank you so much, man. Thank you. I
walk over and I check him for drugs.
Okay. So he's like, man, what the hell, man? What the hell?
So has he got him?
Okay.
Because if he does, I take him.
So I'm going to give you a fate point.
Okay.
If he pushes you away.
If he pushes me away. Okay, so
Yeah.
can I use fight?
You can
Or
do
physique?
that. He's trying to fight you. Yep, yeah, you can do that, but you get a fate point basically for him doing this.
So I'd want that then.
Yep, I guess so.
Yeah, okay. So I'll take the fate point.
Okay, so yeah, he pushes you away, and you can try to fight him now.
Yeah, I will. I'll just clock him.
All right, go ahead, do a roll. You're trying to beat +1, so he's not a very good fighter.
Okay, so I've got a plus, and I've got +3 for fight.
Okay, so you succeed with style. So you can describe, how does that happen?
That's basically it. He pushes me away, I walk up, and I just bang, right on the button. Drop him.
Okay, so he falls to the ground, and you see that he's actually gone unconscious. And at this point, you realize...
Now I check his pockets.
Okay, as you're checking his pockets, you don't find anything in them, but you do find a damp spot on his arm.
I'll take a look at it.
Okay, so you inspect it further, and you see that a part of his shirt has been ripped away, and there's blood, not very much, but there's blood leaking from a small flesh wound that looks like it might...
Could I use investigate?
You could, but I'm just going to say it looks like teeth marks. So this guy was bitten by something.
And I'm watching this unfold, correct?
You are. And this is when you hear a bang on the door. And I'm going to give you a fate point to say that you forgot to lock the door.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I want to take a fate point, but I don't think I would have. I think that's too unlike me. Now, what's the penalty if I don't take the fate point?
You have to give me a fate point.
Yeah, no, I'll give you a fate point.
Okay.
All right. I think I would have locked the door.
So you hear the door rattle, and you think in your mind, "Oh, did I remember to lock the door?" And as the door handle shakes, you realize, yes, you did, and it continues to shake, and you hear more banging on the door, and then fists on the side of the walls, and you hear the black guy like cry out and says, "We got to do something! We got to do something! We can't stay here! We're dead meat if those things are coming in."
I say, first fucking thing is just shut your mouth. If they're coming after us, it's because he let them here and because you're keeping your trap open. Now shut up and let us think. What do we got here with weapons? You kid, what's your name? And I point to Mike.
Don't worry about it.
Now you cut the fucking lip right now, kid. If you want to get out of here alive, I let that kid in on your word. You can tell me yours.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
What's your name?
I guess I don't know either. Does anyone here remember their name or how they got here?
Why you all up in my grill, yo? You don't even know your name? And you're...
Quiet. Does anyone else know their name?
My name's Vivian, says the girl.
How do you know that?
I just know. I just know my name is Vivian. That's.
And I walk over to her and I walk up to her and I say, "Now, why do none of us remember our names, but you remember your fucking name? What do you remember before being here?"
I only remember one thing. And you see her eyes start to turn red, and she glances at the door that's banging louder and louder, and she turns back to you and says, I remember my mom. I remember my mom leaning over me and saying how much she loved me, Vivian, and how much she cared for me, and she didn't want anything bad to happen to me in my entire life. And now that's
all right. Shut up. Quiet down. All right, Braden, where'd you get that weapon you got? I mean, where'd you get that weapon you got?
What did I get?
Didn't you have a chair leg or something?
Yeah,
you do have a chair leg.
You watch me break the chair, though.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. Then I bark order at the other kid, to get one of those too, and I lean up against the door to kind of hold it.
So you shout at the kid, but you see he's not paying attention to you. He's actually taken initiative to look around and see if he notices anything about this place. And
yo, Kanye, what are you doing? You still lying there? What you joining in?
And he says, I think they're on this side of the house too. And he's listening at the door to the room that you haven't looked in yet. And from there you hear a smash of glass from the other side.
All right, we need to get out of here. Is there the room that you came from, kid? Is there a window there?
Yeah.
All right, help me move this couch against this door, and we're gonna go out through there.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you guys managed to move the couch over, and the banging on the house is coming from all sides now, not just the front door and the back, everywhere. And you move the chair up to the side of that door, and already you start to hear some banging. It's coming from lower on the door, as if it's banging from the ground. Yes. And you move over into the other room, and you step through the threshold just in time to see the window smash, and two zombies reaching through, and they can't quite get past the wooden bars, but they're reaching through.
Her glasses is in it, the optometrist.
And I say, all right, well, if we're doing this, then we're doing this. And I bend down and I grab one of the legs from the chair that the young man broke.
Are you playing this?
Yeah.
Okay, so you grab the leg, and what are you going to do with it?
I'm going to ready myself because, well, I'll do a quick assessment of the place to make sure that there's no other way we can be getting out of here. There's a fire lit, although I guess I do have the torches. But right now I don't really want to light them on fire in a room with four other people.
So do an investigate roll on the main room.
Okay, I will call my investigate average.
Okay. +1.
Because of your old weary eyes.
He's old, weary eyes. So I got a negative, so I'm 0, I guess, right? Because these two cancel each other out, and my negative cancels out the plus I get for being average.
Yeah. and you hear Vivian say, "What are you looking for?"
I'm looking for a way out of here.
And she starts looking as well, and she gives you a +1 to your roll.
Or take it.
And I am Durrell, the black guy, says, "My name's Durrell, by the way. I just remembered. I think it's Durrell." And you see he's looking
Whatever,
around,
Kanye. Let's go.
as he has been. He's looking under chairs and things, and he says, I don't see anything, but you get a +2 to your roll as well. So you've got a +3 roll now, Harlan.
Okay.
So with that, you see there's a big carpet in the middle of the room. And you take time to look underneath it, and you see that there's actually a trap door there.
And I scream at everyone, all right, get down there.
Okay, so people run towards the trap door, and they get there, and they try to pull up on it, and they see that it's locked. And as they pull up on the handle, they see there's a little counter, and the counter is ticking downwards, and it says 5 minutes.
Who saw this first?
The black guy, Durrell.
Okay. And I say, what's that?
It says it's some sort of clock. I definitely can't open this thing.
All right.
It's counting downwards, though. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
So you're saying it's going to open in 5 minutes?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, let's hope the house doesn't burn by then. And I go light one of my torches, and I toss the lit torch into the empty room. Not ours, the one adjacent.
Okay, so you toss it in, and you see that when you throw it in, you see a zombie had actually climbed its way in, is just getting up on the ground, and flames burst up around it, and it staggers towards you and then collapses on the ground in the middle of the room.
I spit it and go.
No, is there any way that I could use my buggery skill to take a look at this timer and see if I can outmaneuver it and open the trapdoor without it, or advance the clock?
Definitely, okay. Yep, you can try to do that. Now, it is a special device. I'm going to say that it's going to be a great burglary skill to beat it.
Well, that's perfect, because I have great burglary.
Okay, wonderful.
Just not in this instance.
Not in this instance. So you get a 2, you fail, you don't find
so
any
that
way
would
to
be just 2 exactly, right? Okay.
Exactly. So you don't find anything, and to make matters worse, I'm going to give you a fate point. Because as you're on the ground, remember that guy that you let in with the bite wound?
Yep.
He's not far from you, and he actually grabs on to your arm and starts pulling you in, and he's got his teeth open, and he looks like he's going to take a bite out of him. Okay, so do a fight roll.
Boot to the head.
Boot to the head. And your fight roll, you're trying to beat a 1.
Yep, so I would have 1, 4.
Okay, so not only do you succeed, but you succeed with style. Describe how you succeed with style.
Get to see my sexy legs now.
All right.
Maybe.
So you're crouched on the ground.
Style.
You're crouched on the ground. The zombie grabs your arm.
This is what he's going to do. Is kick. Here we go.
All right, and
he got style. He got to stand up. Round of applause for Mycl and his sexy
So not
legs.
only do you succeed with style, the way damage works in this game is that every shift that you go beyond the target number, that's how much damage you do. So you do 3 points of damage to this person who only has 1 point of health. So not only do you kick him in the face, you actually crush the bones in his face, and you hear his neck snap too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Know what I'm saying, yo?
And his brain has been destroyed. He collapses.
All right, and I'd be like, well, I guess I wouldn't see him. I guess no, I would have seen him go to bite him, and I say,
Yeah.
Hey, nice job, kid. But keep that attitude in gear. We still need to get out of here.
Okay, so There's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the timer. And it's at this point, Harlan, I'm going to give you a fate point. If the front door bursts open, they finally manage to knock it down, beat the old lock, and there are 2 zombies starting to flood in.
But they got to make it over the couch still?
That's the back door that you put that in.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah. What? No, we put the kid... Oh, yeah. Well, whatever. Yes. Now, if fight is my great skill, does fight apply to everything?
Fight applies to any time you're trying to do damage to someone, unless you're using a gun.
Okay, yeah, I moved shooting down 1, and
Okay.
fight's going to be 1, because I haven't used it yet, so...
Okay.
I think... And yours is fight too, right?
I've got a good fight.
All right, I'm going to have fight as my number 1 then. And you know what then? Bring them on.
Okay.
All right.
So, the door bursts open, 2 zombies come in.
Wait, does that mean I get a fate point? I'm back at 3.
Yep, you do get a fate point. You're back at 3.
Because I still got my chair leg anyway. I'm ready.
Okay. So, what are you trying to do?
As they come in, I line up for the head. So basically, what just happened is you beat the fucking hell out of that guy. I look down and I say, "Hey kid, nice job. Don't get cocky. Stay on that thing." And I hear the door crack, and I turn my attention and say, "Time to let some of the old school out." And I run up and just tap one in the head.
Okay.
Double tap.
Double
So
tap.
roll your fight.
I got a lot of fight left in me, son. But not that much.
Oh! Ouch.
I thought I had a lot of fight. Well, hold on. How do I spend my fate points now? Because this would be a good time to do it.
Okay, so you get a so that means you're even now.
Right, I'm at 0 right now.
You're at 0. You're trying to beat a 1. So that means right now you failed.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But you have a flashback first of all, because explain why your fight skill is so high.
Just a flashback or
Just
what
a
I
flashback.
remember? Okay,
Or,
so
yeah, remember whatever.
I remember being young, and funnily enough, and no, I'm gonna blank code anyone watching. Mike's character and my character are not related, but it blank codes flashback to me being young punk walking the streets, very very quiet, and a car pulls up beside me, and I kind of eye it suspiciously. Back in the the late 50s, with my greaser hair in Ireland where I grew up, and the car kind of pulls up to the side. And the door opens, and I kind of suspiciously walk up and lean over and say, "Oh, you fucking having a go?" And the guy says, "Come in here." And it kind of supercuts to me being, serving these really fancy dudes in these nice suits and in a really nice club, and me serving them drinks and not having the slick hairstyle anymore. And then it cuts to the man, and the audience recognizes the guy who's tipping me as like a really famous gangster at the time, and it's me in like the underbelly of like fighting some shit, and it's alluded to that I definitely grew up in some sort of mafia of sorts.
Okay.
And then it flashes back as like clue one in the head because I'm gonna use my fate point.
Okay, so you can use a fate point to give yourself +2 to that result.
And
so
I
you
will
were
do
at
that.
0, trying to beat a 1, and you succeed. Not excellently, but you do manage to smash the zombie in the head, and it is enough to make it collapse on the ground, and the zombie that's beside it isn't affected at all, but you already see another zombie crawling in and stepping on to the corpse of the other one. So there's still...
And I see the kid on the floor, Mike's character, kind of eyeing me because I stumbled, and I said, "I fuck you, I haven't done this in a long time."
Nice. Okay, so you hear a shout coming from the kid, the black kid, and he's moved over to the oven, and he says, "I think I found something back here."
What'd you see?
And in the chaos, him and Vivian are standing in the corner behind the stove. He pulls out a box, and it's a very basic box, but there's a latch on it, and there is a bronze cross on top.
Okay, well, first I'm going to go bash another one.
Okay, all right.
That would make sense to me.
So you
Let
run
me
up
show you how it's done, old man.
You see on the timer that there's 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yep.
Okay, so you run up to the front door and you.
Wait,
keep that
that was
going.
my old roll.
Okay.
Uh-oh. So what do I got here? I got a -1 there,
Yeah.
but I still have, so +2.
+2. Okay,
Yeah.
good. And do you have an aspect that you'd be able to use a fate point to invoke?
An aspect?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I could say.
Yeah. I am going to say, again, I don't know how you'd word it, like street fighting, rumble.
Rumble. Okay.
Even rumbles. Group, like, fighting more than one guy at a time.
Wonderful. Yep, so I'll give you that. You get a +2.
I like to rumble.
Okay, so you can use a fate point to make that +2, which means you'll succeed with style.
I will do that, because that sounds fun.
And
Okay.
it teaches me a thing or two.
That's right. That's actually the point. So yeah, I'm going to use that fate point. I'm going to clock it with style so that the head rolls off.
Okay. So yes, the head rolls off and the zombie collapses to the ground. But as you're swinging through, you actually hit the second zombie as well, and it staggers to the side and cracks its head off of the table.
Nice.
So there's 3 zombies standing in the front doorway now, and there's even more coming through. You hear the front window by where the 2 others are standing smash, and they run to the table, and they've got this box, and they're trying to open it. And you see the girl is fiddling with the lock on it.
And I just swing over and smash it.
Okay, so you smash it with the. What are you using, by the way? It's a chair leg, right?
Yeah. Like, and I say, you're fucking kidding me. We got monsters coming through the front door. Get out of the fucking way.
All right, go ahead, and I will. You know what? I'll just let it happen. Roll 3 d20s.
3d20?
Yes.
Oh, new dice is in the mix, eh?
Yeah. This is a mechanic for this game alone. The Running Dead.
3d20. We've got 7, 1, and 4.
So
If I know
adds up
anything
to-
about d20s, those are not good rolls.
So we got 12.
Oh, is this the math? Damn it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah.
So you open the box with the bronze cross on it, and inside is a gun. A colorful gun with foam darts inside. And it says Nerf in big letters along the side.
I still fucking grab it and I go, fuck it, a shooter's a shooter. Damn it, a Nerf gun?
A Nerf gun, that's what you got.
Shit.
Okay,
Is this, hold on, pause. Is this what everyone was contributing to with like ideas and stuff?
This is exactly what people were contributing to, yes.
Do you get to say who's contribute?
I do. The Nerf gun was my idea. And
Oh.
I've got a big list here, so that's from me to you.
Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it.
Well, next time, roll better.
I'm sorry,
No.
it wasn't my fault. It's fucking Dennis's fault.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to walk over,
Yeah.
and I'm going to take the Nerf gun, and I'm going to smash it so you got a shard of plastic.
Out of my
Like a
hand?
little plastic knife, and be like,
I'm gonna take it out of
"Fuck
my
you, bitch,
dead
nothing
hand.
is useless. Use your
It's up-
freaking brain."
It's up to you, Harlan. Does it happen? We're
No.
talking about the story here.
Yeah, because I grabbed it right off the bat.
Yeah.
So you try to take it and say, oh, the plastic shards would be useful. I'll say, you'd say that?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'd say just. I don't know. Can I fight him for it to see if I can grab it in time?
You can fight him for it, but
Yeah, let's fight for it.
you do see zombies.
What I'm gonna do is I'm
into
gonna actually use my
the house.
stealth to be like, "Phew,"
Okay.
right? Just to see if I can just walk up and be like,
Do it.
catch it before he catches it.
So
Yeah.
if you're doing stealth, then Harlan, you're rolling notice. Go.
Okay.
Oh wait, I gotta clear my old one because that was an S. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll wait till he rolls.
Oh hey, I'm not very. What am I?
Well, you know what?
Well, that's -2, and I am +3, so I'm still +1.
And I
Plus
am
one.
not plus anything because I don't have notice. Although I have an assigned notice, but even if I gave it a +2, that would only be +2. 1. No, that's fine. So, wait, I don't have to assign notice as one of my skills, right?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Nah, I won't bother.
Okay.
I'm old.
So he grabs the gun and you smash it on the table.
Yeah, just break it.
Okay. So
And hopefully we've got like a plastic shard or something.
And I say, you fucking idiot, there's shards everywhere. You just smashed a gun we could have used.
I'm going to give you a fate point, Braden,
Okay.
because that decision allowed a zombie to get in, and he swings at you with a grimy, sharp, naily hand, and slashes you across the face. Or tries to.
Whoa!
All right, so I'm going to roll for that. Or no, you actually roll for defense.
Oh, all right.
If
So
he
what
wants
is-
to take it, though. Right? Because you said it was a fate?
Yep, yeah, if you want to take it. So you could use a
Well,
fate point to say, no, he doesn't attack me.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay,
I don't mind being zombified.
you take the fate point, and he scratches at you, and roll your defense.
I don't know. What's my defense?
Athletics. You're trying to dodge him.
Oh, fortunately, I have that.
Okay.
Not. It's just an average one for me. So 1.
So 1, and he got 1 as well, but he is going to use a... Oh, wait. Nope, actually, sorry. He got 2. So
Oh,
he
really?
succeeds. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Because he got a -1. They're all average. They're average zombie. You get a +1. I'm just... It's the math. The math.
How convenient.
The math. The math. So he does manage to hit you, and you take a single point of stress.
Ooh.
He got 2, you got 1, and that gap between the 2 and the 1, that is how much damage you take.
Sorry, what?
So you take a point of stress. So that's at the bottom.
Physical stress, right?
Yes,
And I
exactly.
shade in a box.
And stress, the way stress works is that it piles up for an encounter, but at the end of the encounter, it completely goes back to 0.
Now, for another fate point, can I take a mental stress? Because I'm actually really embarrassed
Yes.
that I got. And that's going to be an aspect of mine, is that I don't like,
losing or,
because
someone else
again,
getting a hit on
it
you.
actually goes back to my childhood, and one of the reasons I'm on the street is because my dad used to beat me a lot when he was drinking,
Oh.
Okay.
and that's why I would end up alone a lot, because I would run and hide, and so this mental stress actually brings it back.
Okay.
Too
Cool.
real, Mike. Too real.
How's Poppy doing, by the way?
Oh, gosh.
All right. So yes, I'll allow that. You do take a mental stress as well.
So I'm going to start using these fate points, man. I got like 5 now.
What?
Yep.
I have 2.
Okay. So
So I do want to call him a fucking idiot again. You fucking idiot! You just smashed my thing as I watch him get eaten.
yeah. And
Or bit or scratched.
you hear Vivian come like from the trap door. She says, "We've only got 1 more minute, guys. Keep
Then I
moving
said, well,
along."
then pick up a fucking leg and start swinging, Gary.
Okay. And
Yeah, what's Kanye doing?
Kanye is he's turned around, and the fire is actually creeping towards you now, and it's in the middle of the room, and I'm going to give you a fate point, Harlan. The carpet you are standing on has caught flame,
Mm.
and the sweat is you're
Putting it
starting to
out?
pull you, and it's really freaking you out. For some reason, this fire it wouldn't be freaking you out, I guess, but it's stressful to you that this fire is so close now. So I'll give you a stress,
Oh, okay. So fate point for a stress is what you're saying?
basically. Yeah.
Sure. I have no problem with taking the fate point for the stress, and I have no problem with being mental stress. But I don't think it would be the fire that would stress me out necessarily.
What would it be?
Let's think. Maybe seeing this young punk kid who maybe reminds me of myself, being so like foolish, and then being attacked, because it might like reflect something of myself, or maybe a past son that I might have had. Again, to reiterate, he's not my son, but that might like signal something. I don't know. I just don't. I can't picture him being afraid by fire.
Yeah,
You
sure.
mind if you
were the one who threw
can I
the fire.
swab you?
What?
I want to swab you.
You want my sweat?
Go.
Oh, for the DNA test?
I'll see you on horrid, bitch.
Well, you know what? Even the zombies would stress me out. That's more fair. I wouldn't say the fire, but like the zombies closing in, sure, why not?
Sure.
I'd take a stress for that.
Perfect. Okay. See, and that's what's great about Fate is that I can propose something, and you could be like, it's not really my character, but I'll still do that. But we'll say it's this.
Yes, because I'm totally fine with taking stress. Just you know, a logical one for my guy. So mental stress 1 is what you're saying.
Yes.
And I have to tell you, Bob, that's actually my plan.
That's
What
your
did
problem.
Bob say?
He was saying to throw it at the zombies, which is what I was waiting for you guys to shut the hell up.
Well, you know what? There's other people playing this game, Michael.
No,
So,
it's all about me this time, remember?
well, I'm sorry.
So
Okay.
the window that's smashed in front of the table that you guys are all standing around, you see a zombie fall through it and collapse on the ground, and it stands up and starts making its way towards you. At the door, there are 3 zombies in front of you now, Braden.
And that's what I wanted. Like, is there a part of the rug that I could still grab?
Yep.
Because that was my plan to, like, magician, leave all the glasses there. And,
So the carpet is there on the ground. You can grab it. Yep.
and I wanted to, like, see if I could, like, heft it over toward the doors and maybe catch 1 or 2 zombies as we go.
Perfect. Okay. So you rip up the carpet, and Harlan, I'm going to give you another fate point because you were still standing on the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
So he sweeps it up, not noticing, and you collapse to the ground. And let's see if you get hurt. I'm going to make you roll athletics, and you're just trying to beat a fair, so +2.
I'm going to give myself no athletics, so I won't have a plus anything.
Okay.
So I got a negative, and a plus. I'll take the fate point, and I'll take the damage. That's fair.
Okay. So it doesn't really hurt. You don't hear any cracks, but you do take a single point of stress. And in fate,
For physical stress?
physical stress, yes. Actually, no. We're going to say 2 just so I can illustrate something, okay? So with Fate, you have a single stress slot, a double stress slot, and a triple stress slot. If you take 2 points of damage, you use up the second point, but you don't have to fill in the first point.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. So it's not like you take 2 damage. It's like, this is the amount of damage. Okay, this slot is covering that attack, and you've still got a 1 damage slot and a 3 damage slot.
I see. So my
Gotcha.
mental one from before was just for the 1 slot, correct?
Exactly.
Got
But
it.
that means if you were to get another mental 1 damage,
We'd have to use a 2 slot.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Excellent. Sounds good.
Okay. So
I'm on the ground. Fucking hell. Fucking
you're on
idiot.
the ground. You're on
And
the
can
ground.
I use a fate point as well to try to make this more spectacular, because I'm trying to catch as many zombies as possible?
Well, you can roll and then add that fate point afterwards, depending on what you get.
Now, am I using athletics or fight or
I'm going to say
physique?
I'm going to say fight for now,
Okay.
just to move things along.
Excellent. +3.
+3, okay.
Right?
So
Because that'd be a
enough.
-1.
Yep.
And then, oh no, so it would be +2.
+2 because your fight is +3.
Yeah, my fight is good, so +3.
Okay, so that succeeds, but it's not enough to succeed with style. You can use.
And that's why I want to use a fate point.
Okay, so you use it and you succeed with style. What happens? This flaming rug, you've just thrown it onto them.
Yeah, so again, because they're coming in and like stumbling in, and that's basically like as I throw it, it maybe catches one over the shoulder like a toga, but then as it kind of whips around and wraps around the other one's head,
Okay, perfect.
and we kind of hug together and like.
And all 3 of them fall to the ground. The first one falls, and then the second one falls over them. We've got a big pile of zombies at the front door now. I think there's like 6 zombies on the ground there.
On fire.
Now they're on fire. So you hear a click, ding, 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 as the hatch unlocks, and Vivian swings it open and says, "Get inside!" And then she runs down, and Darrell follows.
All right, and I, what's the kid doing? What's Braden doing? Or unknown person? What's Mike doing?
Well, I'm now looking and going, they were a lot of fucking help and going down the going
Then I
down.
look at you and I say, "Get down there too."
Okay.
So I head down. Yeah.
You head down, okay. And Harlan, you're the last person in the room, and I'm going to give you. You get up and you run to the thing.
Trapdoor?
Yep.
Yes.
The trapdoor. I'm going to give you a fate point that the zombie that Braden kicked in the face reaches up and grabs you. Last second, grabs your ankle and holds you there.
But
Okay.
compassionately.
It would be a mental stress,
Oh.
but you would have to fight him to get it off. But
Mental stress and I have to fight him? No, I won't take it. I'll lose it.
okay,
Well,
all right.
if it was just a mental stress or just fighting him, probably, but that's too much negative because then if I fight him, I might take more. So no, I won't.
I will give you a fate point, but it does cause you a mental stress, and basically you see him last second, and it makes your heart beat a little bit faster, and you feel a bit of a.
Well, then my next question is, just out of curiosity, how do I get mental stress back? Because then I'm at that point, then I'd be full.
Okay, you get mental stress back by completing the area, completing the scene.
Okay, so if I get out of here, realistically, I might get it back anyway.
Right, you would get it back.
Then I will take the mental stress point.
Okay, perfect. So, okay. Yes, so you get to the next, you get to the hatch, and Vivian swings it over you as you get in, and you see an arm reach in for you as you're going down, and she closes the hatch, and the arm is broken off and falls onto the steps below you.
Nice.
And you're in complete darkness.
And I go, oh, fucking hell! A lot of help you two were, Darrell and fucking Vivian. What were you doing there?
We opened the hatch!
Oh, you stand by the hatch for 2 minutes, did you? And then you opened it last minute. Look, you two are no fucking help. And do you remember your fucking name yet? You?
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do I?
Oh.
It's up to you. It's up to you. We're all telling the story here.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So again. Oh wait. Oh. Oh. Sorry, my brain is cramping because I was going to go into another childhood. Why I remember my name, but got to keep it simple for Aisha. So
Do it. I want to hear the backstory. Do it, Mike. Tell us why.
all right. So I remember to get into the gang, you had to kill someone, and it had to be anyone. So the first thing I did, I saw the simplest target I could. It was a young teen pregnant mother. Unfortunately, I did know her from high school. I didn't realize that until I took my little switchblade, stabbed it right through the gut, and I saw her eyes, and her mouth was like...
Wow. Dark.
All right.
So tears well in your eyes as I asked you the question, what's your fucking name?
It's Braden.
All right, Braden. My name's Dennis.
It's a lot less
Oh.
intimidating.
But you can call me... What was that,
The
Justin?
Big D? I'll call you the Big D.
You can only see each other very faintly, and as your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see that there actually is some light coming from the bottom of the stairs. And the four of you make your way down, and there is a door, and above the door is a camera. And it turns towards you and stops on you.
And I Flip it up. Yeah, I flip it up too. It's like, hey, fuck you, open the door. We're done with this shit.
So
I don't know where the fuck you think we are.
Durrell opens the door, and there's a dark room. Just by the sound, you can hear that it's bigger, though. It sounds spacious. And you step inside, and the door closes behind you. And now you are in complete pitch black darkness. And Vivian says, there was a camera back there. What the hell is going on?
Quiet. Look.
So you point at a single spot, and all of a sudden that white spot grows and explodes, and all of a sudden the room is illuminated with light. And you look around, and there's a TV screen on every single wall. All the walls are TV screens. You look around, and you see crowds of people cheering and waving flags and shouting. And after a moment, you see a man dressed in a sequin blue outfit, and it's sparkling in the light. And he says,
"Oops, that was meant to be a drum roll."
Hello all, and welcome to another episode of The Running Dead, brought to you by the Church of Retribution. I'm your host.
Sorry, I'll stop.
It's okay, thanks. I got to flow, man. I got to flow.
Sorry.
I'm your host, Garland Huxley, and I'm here with another 5 sinfully provocative contestants, or I guess I'm here with 4 sinfully provocative contestants. Oh, poor Randy didn't even make it into the second round, but I think his friends here might have had something to do with that. So that's right, folks. It's humanity's favorite game show. And boy, do we have a show for you. If you're just tuning in for the first time, and frankly, I'm not sure how that's possible. Here's what you need to know. Quite simply, this is the show where 5 contestants are put through 5 distinctly unique rooms, each one testing their strength, wit, and most of all, courage. There will be excitement, there will be death, and there will be retribution, for believe me when I say that each of these sinning contestants deserves this sentence. However, there is a prize to be had for any contestant to survive this crucible. Does anyone know what that might be? No? Well, it's divine amnesty, of course. What better prize exists? Now, I'll admit, the odds are stacked against these 5 individuals. But contestants, you are not alone. Here at The Running Dead, we value our audience so much that we are giving them the power to determine your fate. If someone likes you, they may decide to sponsor you. They may send you something very helpful to fight off the hordes of the undead. Careful, though. If you displease them, you may find that any audience intervention that comes your way may not be so generous. So a friendly word of advice? Put on a good show, and you may just live to taste freedom once again. Now on that note... Someone's got to fix that applause sign. On that note, it's almost time for our contestants to venture their way into room number 2. But before they do, they should know about one more thing. Contestants, keep your eyes open for these symbols. So he basically shows you the 3 symbols. Everybody watching knows what they are. There's the bronze cross, there's the silver cross, and there's the gold cross. And he says that they will lead you to containers holding potentially very useful items. But if an audience member has it in for you, you may be very disappointed by what you find inside. And he also shows you one more cross. And this cross is a white cross. And he says that you are to look for this cross, and if you find it, that cross will tell you where you're supposed to go. All right? So if you see it, head for that cross. So, audience, are you ready? Contestants, are you ready? And he turns to you guys, and the crowd waits expectantly. So, Braden, you give him thumbs up.
Absolutely. Now, is this a show that we know of?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Nothing comes to mind.
So again, shoot. In my aspect of trying to rule the streets, do I know of an underground circuit where they put people through this sort of thing?
I will say there is
even like whispers. Whispers.
Yes, whispers. A vague recollection of something about the Church of Retribution and about some sort of show.
Right.
But that's all you really know about it. You've never seen anything. It just screams the elite to you. Right? And what about you, Dennis Collins?
So as the camera kind of comes down on me, as he was reading the things about your past and stuff like that, an image flashes through my brain. Me, young, maybe only 15 years ago, 20 years ago, so not too young, in my later 30s, standing on the beach in kind of a haphazard suit with a man blindfolded kneeling in front of me pleading for his life and a gun to his head, and me with cold, kind of distinct disgust fires a bullet through the front of his head and it exits to the back and he just falls over onto the beach. And like the look in my eyes is the same look as I'm standing in the arena. And I look up towards the camera and I kind of say, yeah, well, let's hope we're in heaven half an hour before the devil knows I'm dead. Bring it on.
And the crowd cheers.
Bring it on!
Alrighty then. The second room awaits you beyond these doors. Good luck, contestants. Oh, and one more thing. This may just be a flash from the past. Who writes these scripts? And then and as quickly as it turned on.
Oh, is the camera floating away?
It's yeah.
I do want to grab it real quick just before the guy, and I actually want to like disturb it a little bit. I'm gonna grab the camera and be like, "Hey, and by the way, anyone out there, send me a shooter and I'll give you a real good show." And I let it go. Back to you, Blue.
Oh, all right. How unconventional. Well, I think these contestants are ready, so we're going to send them off into room number 2. And as quickly as it turned on, the screens all turn off.
And I turn to Vivian and Durrell and kind of say, and what do they look like?
They're just shocked. Durrell looks pissed. And Vivian was giving like a hesitant smile wave.
So what the fuck?
What the fuck indeed?
Like, what the hell? What did you guys do?
What did...
Kanye Cookie Baker?
What do you mean, what did I do?
Well, obviously we did something to deserve to be here. I want to know who the hell I'm dealing with.
And Durrell says, "What the hell? I don't know what I'm doing here. I can barely even remember my name. This is all I pretty much remember about myself." And Vivian looks away, and she looks kind of sheepishly in the direction across from the room, and she says, "Hey, I think we're supposed to go through that door. I think I heard it unlock."
And I'm already walking towards it.
Okay.
And I'd be like, "Whatever, bitch," and follow him.
All right. So,
however, I'm always going to walk because I don't want to keep my back to these guys now.
So you guys get to the end of the room, and a light flickers on, and you see 4 boxes. And 2 of them are dedicated to... Oh, so first of all, actually, did we have any dedications? Did we have any XP uses?
Oh, in the thing?
In the share, yeah.
I haven't checked. I'm going to make a new post just for everyone. I'm going to say XP uses below, and then please comment for your XP uses below that, and that way we can keep track of them.
Yeah. Okay, so there is one box that is actually labeled to Dennis and Braden. And there's no cross on it. It's just a present box.
And I walk over to it and pull off the ribbon and look at it.
Okay, so as soon as you do, you see a puff of sparkling sparkles.
Ooh,
And
those are my favorite!
They move towards you, Dennis, and they begin to form around your wrist, and then they move over to Braden, and they begin to form around his wrist. And before you can do anything, it solidifies. Shing! And you guys are tethered together.
Dun, dun. Oh, I thought it was like Wonder Woman sort of thing. I was excited.
You
All right.
fucking piece of shite.
So the other boxes, there's 5 boxes in total. You guys open the middle one, and there's 4 others, and they all have bronze crosses on them. So one of them is labeled to each of you. You guys can roll 3d20s each and see what's in them.
Alrighty.
Aisha asked a quick question. She says, do we specify what gifts are given, or is that the GM's choice?
You guys can use your XP to...
Wouldn't they be our sponsors?
If you're our sponsor, they can upgrade a box. So that bronze box that you guys just got, they could have upgraded it to a silver.
Okay, well, before we open them, well, because Hans said one for each Braden and Dennis from me. So
okay.
Hans threw 1 point at each of us. Thank you, Hans.
Very much appreciated.
So your boxes become silver.
Nice.
And I kind of play it by ear. If you guys suggest something that I think would be interesting, then I do it. Like this tether that was proposed by Bob Lyle. And it's going to make the next scene interesting, and that's something that I will be able to invoke in the next scene to make your lives more difficult, giving you fate points, of course.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to open my box.
I don't know what's coming next, but we're just British bulldogging it.
Yeah, and I'm like, now listen here, you little shit. We're tucked together, and that's fine, but you need to understand that we need to get through this together. So whatever fucking shit you had in your past, it don't matter till now. And also... fuck them other two. It's us or nothing. I'm rolling my 3d20 right now for my silver box.
So you roll 2d20.
Oh, sorry, 2d20.
Oh, for our silver box is 2d20?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll it off.
Okay.
And I got 14 plus 8. Which
14 plus 8.
Everyone obviously knows is 22.
22, okay. Interesting. And Mike, what did you get?
It looks to me like I got 27.
27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, this is actually really lucky. Okay. So, you guys open your boxes, and you look over at the 2 other people, and you see that Durrell has got a new pair of brass knuckles. And he puts them on, and she's like, I guess this is useful. And then you look over at Vivian, and she's holding this big gun. And she looks at it, and she's like, have you guys ever heard of one of these? And she brings it over to show you, and it says STNK Mark II.
Have we heard of it?
You can decide for yourself if you have heard of what it is. You can use it.
Yes, I have. What is it?
You can use. I'll say you can use a fate point to say that you know it.
How about this? I punch her in the face and I take it.
I was about to do that too.
Yeah, I know you were. That's why.
Once you're like, it's you and I.
I go. Oh,
okay.
Let me see it.
Well, before you do that, because you can only carry so much. Do you guys want to open your boxes?
Okay, sure. Let's do that first.
Okay.
Oh, hold on though. Aisha did say. I just read her saying 1 gold to Colin.
One gold to Dennis Collins. Okay.
That's me, Dennis Collins.
So I will let you roll again. You're just a 1d20.
All right. So I'll re-roll my original roll, and here we go. 16.
16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Thank you, Aisha, I should say. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll make it count for you, love.
Okay. So you have a choice. Okay. You can only take one of these.
And Aisha doesn't hurt at all. Doesn't hurt at all. You're good.
You can only take one of these, but you have an option between an acid gun, it's a gun that shoots acid, or a quadcopter, which is like a helicopter, like a drone that flies around, but it's got a machine gun attached to it.
Mm.
And a little remote control.
I'll take the acid gun. I don't know none of this technological bullshit. Although that was probably a gold gift. Actually, before I pick, I want to look at what my buddy's got, what Braden's got.
Okay. So Braden has a flamethrower.
Oh, that makes me happy. Thank you to whoever.
No, I don't want the flamethrower. All right, then I'll take the acid gun.
S'mores? Who doesn't like s'mores? Now we just need whatever you make s'mores out of.
All right, now I want to take that gun from her.
Okay, so you are going to take it. It's a big gun, and you would have to. You wouldn't be able to hold everything.
I want to know what it does.
Okay.
You know what?
So
I'll use a fate point.
Okay.
I'll use a fate point.
But I want
to know what it does?
Yeah.
Okay. So you actually recognize the symbol STNK, or the short form.
Okay.
And you don't know what it stands for, but you do know that there is a company that makes stink guns. They're pheromone guns. And you can fire the little, it's like a paintball inside, and on contact, it will explode and release the scent of human pheromones.
Oh, nice.
That sounds really useful.
Mm-hmm. So she says, do you know what it is? And she's kind of recalling because she says, you guys were cool, right?
Absolutely.
And I turn to you and I say, what does it do? Whisper in my ear.
And so again, as I lean in, I give it a little lick.
I say, you fucking... Now I could very
and
easily...
I tell him. I tell him.
All right. I say, all right, let her have it for a minute. I got an idea. I say, honey, yeah, we know what that gun does, and it's a very useful gun, but you got the safety on.
Oh, so how do I turn it off?
Just hand... Well, look, let's get in the next room and then hand it to me. We'll take a look. We need to keep moving, though.
Okay, do a deceive roll.
Well, here, my friend here will back me up. Doesn't the safety on, and don't we need to do it in the next room?
It's true. Like,
okay.
Now let him roll the deceive, because his deceive is higher than mine.
Absolutely. 2, 3, 4. Bum, bum, bum. Oh!
Nice.
Oh yeah. And my deceive is just a +1, so it's a +3.
Okay, so so you do succeed, not with style, but you do succeed. And she says, all right, I'll do that, but I feel like I should have something. You guys will give it back, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but wait till we're in the next room. Wait till we're in...
Okay.
We're in this together. We all need to get out of
Yeah,
here.
we do.
So you move on to the next room. You open the door, and as you open it, mist starts to fill the room. And you step over the threshold, and the door locks behind you. And you turn around, it looks like you're looking at some sort of shed. You're outside, and this shed is just on a path. It's like a brick path. And on each side of the path is foliage, thick leaves. Doesn't look like it's natural. It looks like they've been planted there and tended.
Intended for what?
Nice. So the path continues into the mist that you can't see.
All right. I say, Vivian, quick, hand me the gun. I gotta unlock it for you in case something comes up.
So she hands it to you.
All right, and I take a look at it, and I bash her in the face with it.
All right. So do a fight roll.
Oh, fucking hell.
You're gonna get your ass kicked by Vivian.
Well, I still got one positive.
You know what?
And it's gonna hurt me like hell as my arm is pulled as you're dragging me along.
So you do it. You bash her in the face,
Bash
and
her in the face with it.
she screams. She goes, "Ah!"
And then I shoot her with the other end. I go, bash!
Okay. So she gets hit with this paintball, and all of a sudden the smell just reeks.
And we immediately back away.
Okay. So it reeks. She says, "What the hell are you doing? What the hell? Come on!" And Darrell's
I
like,
say,
"Dude."
sorry, love. And I drop the gun, pull out my acid gun, and shoot her in the leg.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So you shoot. I'm gonna give you a fate point.
Yeah, is this like ammunition or is it like a one-shot gun? Like
I'm gonna give you a fate point because Darrell jumps on you, and he starts punching you, and the first punch connects, and you have to take a stress.
actually,
No.
do I have the ability to intervene?
I'm not going
Not
to take
for
the
that.
fate point anyway. I don't want to. I'm not going to take the fate point. I'll give you one of mine.
Okay. All right. How many are you at right now?
4.
4. Okay. So he tries to jump at you, but you manage to succeed, and he doesn't connect. And you see the acid on her leg, and it sizzles and burns, and she cries out even louder than before.
And I turn to you and I say, that's our fucking window. Let's run.
There we go.
Okay.
And
So
for viewers at home, I'm sorry. I don't normally play this type of character, but come on. This is Running Man. If anyone's seen Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger, fuck everything else. Go to the exit.
Oh yeah, because
So you guys, the two of you,
or me.
And also, well, we don't know. Look, she had to be bad enough. Look,
That's
Braden
what I'm saying.
stabbed a pregnant woman. Exactly. So she clearly has to be bad enough to warrant that. She probably murders something.
Pregnant women.
Exactly.
So you guys run. You run, and looking back, you see that Darrell has is stooping down beside her, and he's like trying to help her as the acid eats away at her leg. And you guys run down the path, and along the path you stop suddenly because in the middle of the path there is some sort of figure, and it's on all fours, and you see its back moving. It looks like some kind of dog.
All right. Does my acid gun need to be reloaded, or?
Nope. You can see that there are 4 clips in it, or 4 shots left.
And I'm gonna flamethrower it.
Okay.
Do it. And I turn away a bit.
Yep. So do I use shoot? Or
Yep.
Oh, sorry. While he does that, I turn away and I watch our back.
Very good. Okay. So go ahead, Braden.
okay, so let's see. I got those cancel each other out, so that'd be -1. But I have +2, so +1.
+1. Okay. So you try to flamethrower it, but it runs right underneath the arc of the flame.
Damn it!
And it's moving really, really fast. It looks like it's running towards you, but you hear it sniff. And it's hard to make it out like through the flames. You can't really see what it is. But it runs right past you towards where you came from.
To the pheromones.
To the pheromones.
To
But
the pheromone mobile.
as it runs by you, you smell this disgusting scent of rotted flesh. And yeah, it's not very pretty.
That is
Nice
stank.
Well, shut up and keep fucking moving.
All right.
So you keep on running, and as you run, the foliage beside you turns into metal bars.
All right. We keep moving.
Okay. So you keep on moving, and you see, like just as a glance, as you're running, there's metal bars that have been ripped apart and bent, and it looks like whatever was inside. You can't really see. You'd have to take a look, stop and take a look, but it looks like whatever was inside would have gotten out.
Right. Keep moving.
Okay.
That was where that
Do we
beast.
move? What I was gonna say, are we moving into the cage or around it?
Around it, I'm assuming. Past
Okay.
it.
That's what I thought. I just wanted.
So as you're running, you do see something glowing, a white light glowing off in the distance, very faintly through the mist.
Let's go.
Running.
Okay, so you
Because
continue
weren't we
running.
because again, my mindset is, weren't we looking for like a white cross?
Yes.
So that's what I'm assuming we're running towards, because
So as you're running, you hear a cry behind you and shouts. Durrell and Vivian are fighting off something, clearly, and it doesn't sound like it's going very well for them. But you continue running, and you reach a fork in the road, and one of them seems to slope upwards slightly, but the other one and curves to the right, but the other one seems to go directly towards the light.
Okay, I'd quickly like to just make an off-camera quick suggestion, because a lot of people are saying a few things. First off, just an excellent game so far. I'm having a lot of fun. We're about halfway through the game, and I thought it'd be really cool because I know a few people were joking. They said, "Oh, I got 100 grand on you," and so and so and so. So I'm thinking we should have betting. If you'd like to spend some of your XP to put on one of us. But we could either do this game-wise, or we could do it round-wise, meaning like who would do the most damage, or who's going to survive the game, or whatever. Justin, are you cool with this?
I'm cool with that, but I can't know.
No, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep it totally anonymous. Basically, I'm going to put the post on Facebook, and then everyone can either PM me or just don't look at the post, actually, Justin. And everyone who has the post on Facebook, just quickly send a quick little thing that says, 2 of your own XP on Dennis, or 2 of your own XP on Braden, so and so and so forth. And do you want to do damage? Who survives? What? What do you think? Or should we just keep it like pro track betting, where you can kind of bet whatever you want? Like if Dennis kills another person or Braden kills another person, you can do it.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Perfect. I think there's a really cool idea.
Yeah, as long as it's not like Dennis makes it to the next scene. It's got to be something big. Like, we'll make a list for the next one.
I'm not gonna lie, like Braden would just turn the flamethrower on you.
Exactly. Yeah. Nothing against us two. It's got to be per character.
Because
so I'm gonna put the
once
post
you
on
burn
right now.
free of the shackle.
I'm going to put the post on right now. If your bet is approved, I will like it. So you'll see a little like and say, okay, your bet is kind of live. If your bet is silly or it's a little too specific or something, it's probably not going to be live. But you can definitely right now say, you know what, I'm going to put an XP down to say either Braden gets to the finish line first or Dennis gets to the finish line first or whatever. That is a totally legitimate bet, and that's something that no one's going to know until the game goes. I'm going to post it now. Justin, you are back on.
Perfect. So you've got left, you've got right. Which way do you go?
Left.
Okay, so you run to the left, and
That was down the hill, correct?
That was straight, not down the hill, but straight towards the light. And the path to the right would have gone up towards the light. So the light is up on up higher. So you guys are taking the lower path. And as you're running, you start hearing animal noises, and you're not sure exactly what they are. And you run, and you hear padding running directly towards you. And more than one, something is running towards you. Sounds kind of like a bunch of animals.
Okay, can we stop and do a back-to-back sort of thing, and then just do general flamethrower, general acid, and go in a circle?
Why don't you do flamethrower to the back, and I'll keep forward with the acid, because it's not as useful right now. And if your flamethrower fails, then I'll hit him with the acid.
All right.
Okay. So, as you guys are talking about that, Braden, I'm going to give you a fate point, because as you turn back, you see a lion lunging at you.
Whoa! All right.
Okay, so you're gonna have to do a quick shoot roll.
Okay.
All right, and you're trying to beat a good, because it's kind of caught you off guard, so it's going to be a little bit harder than what it normally would be.
Oh yeah, 4.
4. Okay, So you succeed. You can use a fate point to succeed with style if you like.
Absolutely.
All right. So how many fate points are you at?
Well, you just gave me one, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I just used one, so I'm at 4.
Okay, there we go. So you're at 4, and you succeed with style. You get your flamethrower up in time, and you fill this lion with flames. That's the lion. That's the lion. And what happens?
Really unhappy with me right now.
Describe how you do it with style. This lion's.
Okay, so as it's lunging up, I actually drop down and under, keeping this hand up so that I'm not tugging on, I was going to say Grinner, on Dennis. And just basically, like, as it's coming down right up and under its chin, and the whole mane just
catches on fire. And it ignites, and it jumps clear over you, and you hear a roar as it hits the ground on the other side of Dennis. It doesn't look like it's in... Wait, how much did you succeed by? You succeeded by 4. So yes, it does actually collapse to the ground as it hits the ground and skids, and it's just a burning flame. But
Wow.
you turn back and you see that there are more animals. Lions, cheetahs, and an elephant run by, all of them missing chunks of flesh. And it doesn't look like they are... You figure that lion was just actually trying to jump over you.
Oh shit.
oh.
Let me help you.
But they are running back to the start where
I'm sorry, kitty.
the 2 other people are. So
All right.
you still got this stampede coming at you.
Yeah. So
You jump out of the way?
well, I'm getting Dennis and be like,
Yeah, I'm watching the whole thing, so I'll move with him before he even has to get me.
Okay. So, you guys jump out of the way. You manage to, and the stampede just runs.
towards the pheromones.
Yeah, they want the
They're still
pheromones.
there, yeah.
And as they're running, they get all the way into the mist. And trailing behind is a little monkey. A little tiny monkey.
We're in a
And
fucking zoo.
Okay,
It's-
well, here's the thing. Again, I've only ever lived on, like, in the urban area. I am terrified of nature. I am
Okay.
pissing myself right now. Like, it is not a cute little monkey to me. It is a man-eating, man-shredding beast.
Yeah. So the cute monkey turns around, and not cute to you, Brayden, but it turns around and it sniffs. And it looks directly at you, Dennis, and then it lunges at you.
I hit it in the air with Han Solo style, with my laser, with my.
Okay.
I'm going to go
Laser
let my
cannon?
lion out.
Your shoot versus his
Not a
athletic.
euphemism.
All right, my shoot is nothing to be fucked with, and apparently it is a little bit so. But my shoot is good, so I have 3 because those cancel each other out, correct?
Yes, they do.
So I
And
have 3.
the monkey did absolutely horribly on its roll.
So I shoot a monkey with okay, listen to this, folks.
Okay.
I shoot a monkey with acid in the air with what was it, stunt or what was the specialty?
With success.
With success.
With style.
With style.
Shoot a monkey in the air with style. That's a
Wow.
saying.
Yeah.
And how do you do it with style? Do you want to describe
Okay.
that, or do you want to move
Yeah,
on?
so as I'm watching this horrid sight kind of overcome, and I'm seeing him flash back, or seeing him pull me to the side, I myself have flashbacks to my earlier life. As an older man, years past the execution on the beach, I see myself sitting amongst a table of other men, well dressed. People walking up to me, kissing my hand, putting parcels of money in front of me, and me nodding to them with a sense of authority. Me assessing myself as close to, at this point, which was 10 years ago, head of the mafia in the whatever futuristic London area there was. And as I say that, or as I kind of remember building myself back up to the empire that I left behind, I I snap back to the world and see this creature lunge from me. And the years of training and firing and shooting just in a montage of gunfire, I remember how this gun is my friend. And I fire at the thing mid-air, splashing its head clean off as it tumbles to the ground next to me. And I turn to Braden and I say, "It's a fucking monkey, man. Get your shit together." And I pull him along.
And Braden, I'm going to give you a fate point if you take a mental stress for being shaken by that. And it's going to be a mental stress 3. It's your 3rd slot.
Okay, but wait a second. So right now I don't have any, right? Because it was cleared out.
You don't have any because it was cleared out.
So, but it will be 3?
It'll just be your 3rd slot, not your 1st or 2nd slot.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
You were really shaken by it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It was like, I'm freaking. There's like crickets and stuff.
Yeah.
Chirping. Freaks me out.
All right. So you're freaking out, and
there we go. Oh my God!
You're kind of catatonically staying still. And Dennis is talking to you and trying to get you to move on. And what do you say, Dennis?
I say, get your fucking shit together, man. I've been where you've been. You haven't been where I've been. We need to pull through this, and whether you like it or not, we're fucking doing it together. Now, come on!
Okay. So you guys continue down the path, and the path luckily actually winds up, and you walk past a little eating area and a little shop that has like toys, toy monkey and animals like on the ground, and you just passed it. You run by it and you spare a glance for it, and the path winds up, and you see at the very top is a cross, a white cross. And you get closer and you see that this is the main shopping center for the zoo. And
does it say where the zoo is? Does it say like San Diego Zoo or?
It says the Toronto Zoo.
Oh shit! We're monsters in Canada.
So yes. So then, and there's 2 doors right underneath the white cross, but there's no windows on this building for some reason.
Well, obviously, the zoo. They don't want the monkeys revolting.
True.
Those revolting monkeys.
Revolting monkeys.
Damn dirty apes.
Okay, so you guys continue on.
Well, we're going through the doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you make it into the doors, and the door closes behind you. And all of the animal sounds that were filling the air before have completely stopped. The crickets, the animals, everything stops. And yes, Braden, you sighed with relief, and you find yourself in another white room, much like before. And the PA comes on, and once again you see the man in blue, Garland Huxley, addressing you and says, "Oh boy, you two have been naughty. You know what they say, once a sinner, always a sinner. Isn't that right?" Well, I think it is. So congratulations, you two. You've made it on past the second room. And I believe you have some gifts waiting for you at the end of the room. See you in room number 3. So I just realized that he used the wrong term, the blast from the past. He meant to use that for this room. Oh. So the other one was
like,
this one's going to bring out. This one's going to bring out your wild side, was what he was supposed to say for the last.
Oh. I was going to say, you fucking lunatic, you messed it up.
Yeah, he did.
All right, what about
okay.
Darrell? Braden, what about Darrell? The kid's left behind. Should we bother with him?
About him?
Well, he had a bat on him, didn't he?
Yeah, it's too
Brass
late.
knuckles.
All right, fine.
Let's go.
All right, quick update on the gifts for this round, because everyone keeps wanting to send stuff. It looks like Hans wants to spend 3 XP on a box for Braden.
Okay.
So,
Appreciate it.
as a
So
GM, you can either dictate that be doled out multiple or all now or whatever you think is going to be best.
Okay, so he would have to use 2 for a gold box because it's upgrading, so bronze to silver to gold. And then the other experience, we could save it for the next room.
Okay, so Hans, we're going to do that. We're going to bump up. So you have 1 XP. Just remind us to post it again.
Really appreciate it.
And yes. And at about 15 minutes ago, Bob also said, "Get Dennis another gold. That's my boy." I don't know if that was him offering to spend XP. He did say it. So if you are willing,
We'll take it as that.
Well, in case, just clarifying on that with the numbers. I don't want to be giving myself, stuff for just for being me. And bets are in, too, so we have some nice bets in already. I will not divulge them for sake of tainting the results, of course, but it looks like it's going to be an interesting game.
Okay. So,
I'm not looking at the bets either, by the way.
you're not looking at them either?
No,
Good.
no.
It's probably a good thing, because I don't want it to influence you guys either.
Oh, it's 100% influencing me.
You got to be the one
That's
to...
really shocking.
Hans asks, if he spends all 3 of his experience points, can he allow Braden to pick a specific item?
Yes, he could, but unfortunately I'd have to say that he could just say pick a number between 1 and 20.
Okay, so it wouldn't be able to be the item. So you might still want to hold on to that, Hans. Yeah. But for now, because he did say he wants to spend 3, we'll put 2 of Hans's towards gold.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And
6.
we also have Aisha saying she wants to give her last XP to Booth as well. 1 gold upgrade. So I'm guessing, Aisha, that means you have 2 XP as well as Hans wants to do 2 XP. So I don't know how you want to work that, Justin.
Okay, so with that, we can say that we can give 2 golds to Booth right now, but that would be Hans Zeiger would be using both of his XP or all of his XP, and then that second XP would Aisha's XP would be like creating the box because there's only 1 box. There's an upgrade, but adding 1 XP would bring it to bronze, but a new box, right?
Ah, so between the 2 of you, spending 5 XP would give him 2 gold items.
Exactly.
Nice.
So if you guys want to do that, just comment yes, because the last comment I have is from Hans saying no, I pick it, which ain't gonna fly, sorry. But if you guys both go yes, then we'll combine it to give Braden 2 gold boxes and Dennis with 0. Oh no.
Yeah, but you got lots of personality.
I got personality to spare, you young twat.
Well, I think okay, we're still waiting on Bob. Aisha, if you're there, ask Bob if that's what he meant by his "that's my boy, get him another gold box." And we
want to see how much you want to spend exactly, because we don't want to be throwing, like, say, yes, 1 XP to this, yes, 5 XP to this, just so we can keep track of it. And also, guys, we're using the honor system. So please, if you know you're out of XP, or if you're low, even if it's going to help me, yes, then no, you gotta let us know that you can't do it, because without rules, that's what RPGs are. You need to have those limits. That's what makes it fun.
So, Braden, your first box.
All right. So what am I doing? Rolling 1d20.
Roll.
Okay, Aisha said she only has 1 XP left, so combining it would give them a total of 4, meaning he'd get 1 gold item and 1 silver item. And they said yes, they want to combine it, so that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. So, roll your 1d20 first, your gold box.
Oh, 7.
Oh my goodness. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hans, you lucky duck. That's too funny.
Oh no.
Okay, so you open the box. And let's see if I can find it.
Oh, I don't like the sound of how you say that. Damn it. I want something good.
Yes. Oh, sorry. This is what you find. Can you see that?
I see a tiny little picture
Is it
of
a Thunder Cat? It's
it
like
does look like a
Action
Thunder
Cat.
Cat. Stereo Puss?
I'll show you another picture.
Oh, I'm guessing Hans sent you this.
Yes, Hans sent me this one.
Laser Cat. So he gets a
I'm
laser.
loving it. Is it like it's an actual cat?
It's an actual cat. You open, you hear purring as you open the box, and you see
Nice.
this cat with lasers strapped to its back.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's the laser gal. It's got a little helmet.
I love it.
It's
I love
very
it.
cute. And no word of a lie, that is actually number 7.
Wow.
That replaced last game's Honey Badger box,
Honey Badger.
which was used. So there you go. You get a. Stop. So you get that, and then you can roll your silver box.
And that's 2?
The way I was doing it before was rolling 2, but I think I'm going to change it so that you're just rolling a d20 for the silver box.
Okay.
Right? Because I found a lot of the time, bronze boxes, people were still getting epic stuff. So
Okay.
That makes more sense.
18.
18. So you open the box and you find a medieval flail.
Oh, those things kick ass, man. Those are awesome.
Yeah, but you can't hold both of those. Give me the flail.
I want the kitty.
Give me the fucking flail.
Ah.
So you've got the flamethrower. You've got an acid gun, by the way, and you guys are still tethered together.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you use the acid gun to eat through the metal?
You know what? That's the first thing I thought of, but then I thought, how fun would that be? And besides, I'd be wasting So I'll say, no, I'm not going to waste one of these fucking things on this. Look, we're sticking together, and right now, the way you're using those flamethrowers back there, it seems like we're going to be pretty useful together, so you stay there. Although, wait, you can't use the flamethrower and the flail and the cat laser. So why don't you do this? I'll spend my last one on this to disarm us, to get us apart from each other, but then you give me the flail. All right?
Sounds good.
Now hold on there, tiny tits. I need to understand that you and I are on the same page here, right?
We've got this far.
Yeah, I get that, kid, but I was once like you. I'm going to tell you something that you might or might not have known. Where did you grow up?
Right here in Toronto. On the streets.
Well, it's funny, because I moved to Toronto maybe 5 years ago after I left London. And I told you my name, Dennis, but I don't think I told you my last name. My name is Dennis Collins, also known as the Butcher.
All right. So, cutscene here, or in my head, in my desire to rule the streets, knowing that he's the Butcher now, and that seems significant to me, do I at some point want to take this man out?
It's up to you. We're telling a story here.
But that's what I'm saying, is because, because the Butcher seems like a pretty significant character. Now, on the other hand, he is the Butcher. So I'm thinking it's best to stick with him and come out of this as right-hand man.
And I'm going to say that what you know of the Butcher is the guy now that we're halfway through this thing, I can tell you who I'm basing this off of. This is kind of like, I'm thinking Jack Nicholson in The Departed, where he's like this really fucking like psycho kind of older guy who worked his way up through the ranks, although he was in London. Actually, the movie Gangster #1 is really what I'm mimicking, but I don't think anyone knows that movie. So, great movie, by the way, with Paul Bettany and I forget his other name, the guy from Clockwork Orange. Anyway, so that's who I'm really channeling here. And if you and what you know of me is like, and I kind of picture that when you heard the name, you're kind of like, oh fuck, like I'm attached to the Butcher type thing. Yeah. But that doesn't mean what you're thinking might not be true. It might definitely be, okay, let me take this guy out. But also, fuck, this guy's killed like fucking like entire families of people.
well, that's what I'm thinking now, right? Because like I'm in the streets, I'm in a street gang. I can move up. Here's my opportunity. I think I've done pretty good so far. You know, I've taken some shit out. I've taken some things clean out with just my fists, and I had no qualms about leaving those two behind. So
look, kid. Yeah, you showed yourself, kid. Look, and you know me. I got no chance. I got no problem whatsoever taking this here acid pistol, and I press it up against your face and blowing your fucking head off. I could easily shoot this here and separate us, but I could easily just take off your fucking arm and leave you behind. But you know what, kid? For all your pissing and moaning, I see potential in you. I'm an older guy and I can use a young one on the streets. We get out of here alive. Yeah, you got a place in my pocket. It's my second in command. Hell, maybe even I'm looking to someone to take over me when I'm done with this racket. But I need to know that you and I are on the same page. So you either get fucking with it, or you get fucking lost. And just fell at the same time.
And I'm just gonna take the acid gun, just grab it,
Okay.
put it more into my face, and then just push it right down onto the chains. I'm in.
All right, and I shoot it.
Okay.
And there's flashbacks.
You've got 2 shots left on that. Okay, so mark that down somewhere. Braden, you've used 2 shots with your flamethrower, I believe?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so you've got 2 shots left with that as well.
2 shots. How many shots with Laser Kitty?
Laser Kitty...
And do I gotta aim Kitty?
No, you don't have to aim. She walks around.
Grab by like the legs?
She follows you around.
Now,
Alright, nice.
do I... Okay, did I have a box for me, even bronze?
You do have a box. You do have a bronze box. Bob didn't say that he was using his XP on you?
No, Bob had to save it because he made a bet. Bob, you got to stop using that on bets. No, that's okay.
Okay, all right. So your bronze box, you roll a 1d20.
And I got 13.
Yeah. 1, 2,
Lucky number 13 for the butcher.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So this was also suggested by Hans Zager. And you open it, and you find a little bag inside. Black bag. And you open it. It's just got one of those little drawstrings on it. And inside is rare collectible pogs.
And I say, what the fuck are these?
You can't say that.
I what?
So that's what you got. That's what you got.
I can't say that? Is that what you said?
Oh, you can say that. That's what I said. I thought you said, can I say this?
I wanna, what the fuck are these? Fucking things. And I put them in my pocket. I say, hand me the flail. Alright, so I take the flail, and I put the acid gun in my pocket, my shooting hand, and I look at Braden, I say, let's fucking do this. And I go kick up in the next door.
So, the next door opens.
Or I wait for Braden to respond first. Let's go fucking do this. No, he leans in and he says something badass.
I can't, because all I'm thinking in my head is some like 80s montage music. That's the only thing I
Dylan, you son
gearing
of
up.
a bitch.
Oh, Laser Kitty.
Way to do it. Alright. Let's go.
So, okay, so you guys open the door into the next room. You kick it open, and the door doesn't break, but it does open to the next room. And you step inside, and it's dark, of course, as they all are. But there is faint light on the ground. It's like a tiled floor, but some of the tiles are lit, and you see people standing, facing different directions, and they're not moving. The door closes behind you.
Flamethrower.
And I turn to you and I say, light him up.
Absolutely.
Okay, so...
And I just saw you, like, as I'm going, look for the exit.
Okay, so you do this. You flamethrow everything in the room. A couple sweeps back and forth. The flamethrower, it gets about half the room, and then all of these bodies collapse to the ground. Some of them are still standing, actually, with the flames on them. They're not moving at all, but your flamethrower is only able to get through half of them. You'll have to move halfway into the room to get the second half.
So I go, but I don't know if we do, because he's you know.
Okay, so
I'm
you
trying.
move.
What's
Well,
the
yeah.
committee doing?
I kind of say, hold on. Let's take a look here. And I'm going to roll investigate.
Okay.
And I got 2 pluses, plus my regular plus, so that's 3.
Okay, so you succeed with style. You ease your way up to one of these standing bodies that isn't on fire, and they're just standing there. They're people. They look fine. They don't look like they have rotty flesh or anything, but they're just standing there, and they seem perfectly harmless. And all of a sudden, the light turns on. If you can think of a better way to do that with more style.
The light turns on?
No, you looking at them. You're like leaning down and like sniffing them.
No, that's
Anyway,
This
fine.
goes over.
The lights turn on and the room is filled with very colorful light. And the tile floor that was just dimly lit before is now each pad is a different color. Each tile is a different color. And up in the middle of the room is a giant disco ball.
Yes.
And the speakers turn on and you hear, do the hustle. Do, 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 do. And right away the bodies start to move and people are dancing and they're shifting side to side. Some of them are still on fire and they're shifting side to side. There's some bodies on the ground on fire and they're shifting and dancing to the music. And you're about midway through the room that you could use the flamethrower again if you wanted to.
So flame them again. Burn the fucking bodies down.
Disco's dead. All right, so right now I'm at -1, but my shoot would bring me to 1.
Okay. So
And I would use my flamethrower.
So you use your flamethrower. I'm going to give you a fate point. There it is. I'm going to give you a fate point because your
Do the white man opening.
your flamethrower malfunctions. There's
Oh.
spurting flame, and it doesn't fire. And you have to watch these people dance in front of you.
Oh, that no. I turned the flamethrower on myself.
So that was your last shot, I believe. The flamethrower is spent if you took
It
that
was.
fate point. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll take the fate point. Yeah.
So as these people are dancing,
Should I keep it quiet in the background?
yeah, do it definitely.
I'll keep it quiet.
So you these people are dancing, and what are you guys doing? Are you dancing too? Are you making
No, I'm
your
just looking like it. I'm like,
So you do see at the far end of the room some beaded curtains, and one of the sides says it's got the female symbol, and the other side has the male symbol. Instead of the male symbol, it has a white cross.
Let's head to the door.
yeah.
So
Go to the White Cross.
you start walking through the crowd of people,
Come, kitty.
and you hear a and you feel
Let's turn
something
to
wet.
look. I will.
You feel something wet hit your face.
I want to. I guess would it be investigate or I've got notice as well.
It's okay. You can just turn and look.
Yep.
So we turn and look.
You turn and look, and you see that there are chunks of flesh falling from the ceiling. And then you hear another, and maybe 2 feet away from you, one of the people dancing just explodes, sending guts flying everywhere.
What the
And
fuck?
Dennis, I'm going to give you a fate point.
All right.
That the person standing right next to you explodes. And bones and flesh all fly into you. And I'm going to roll that as a shoot attack.
All right. I'll take it.
Fortunately, I'm using the butcher as biological shielding.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to do an athletics roll to dodge it, and it's a 3 that you're trying to beat. A good roll.
Nope. I don't even. Actually, I still have spots to fill in for my skills. I haven't even done any of it yet. I still have 3 fairs and 2 averages to fill in.
Oh, yeah?
And what do I need? A 3?
Yep. You could do athletics.
Dodge guts.
I'll keep it as average.
Okay, so it's a tie.
Yeah, that means it's time.
Okay, so you do take 1 stress, but it doesn't do any physical damage. A zombie just exploded next to you, or a person. But yeah, so just one stress, just the first box.
And then the music fades out. So what the fuck is going on? And I beeline for the white.
Okay,
Cross.
so you're running. And
Where's Kitty?
the music has stopped, and the people are trying to grab you. And they're reaching for you, and one of them explodes as it's reaching for you. It looks like they're trying to grapple you.
Is it Laser Kitty? It's Laser Kitty taking them out.
Okay, so you
Or
can
as
use
I
a
like to
fate
call
point.
them, LK.
You can use a fate point to activate LK.
Oh, I'm going to.
Okay.
Go,
So-
LK.
LK has a shoot of +5.
Ooh.
So roll, and you're trying to beat good.
So, again, 4.
Yep.
Okay, so +6.
Okay, so you succeed with style. So what does LK do?
Okay, LK, dodging the guts, actually decided she wants to, like, jump up in my arms, because she's like, but as she's running, she kind of does one of those, like, jumps, claws up the legs, points a laser right at the zombie's head, and then leaps into my arms.
Okay, so you've got the kitty in your arms, and I'm going to say because you're holding her and you're both working together, you get a +1 to all of your shoot rolls. Just for
Yes.
this speed.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to
and
give you a fate point because a zombie wraps its arms around you from behind,
Oh,
and it's holding on to you.
I will lift up Kitty. Shoot, Kitty.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
All right.
And what are you doing, Dennis?
I'm running for the exit.
Okay.
Why? I'm just dodging or trying to dodge the zombies.
So you're trying to beat a 1, Braden.
Oh. So I got -2, but plus, you said +5 for Laser Kitty? So
+6 right now because you
Oh.
get a bonus.
Oh, right. Okay, so, +4.
So you succeed with style once again. The zombie behind you is shot and it falls off of you, and just as it falls, it explodes. And this explosion hits other zombies, which seems to set a chain reaction. And these zombies start to explode. And Dennis, you've just got to get by 2 more zombies to get through.
Then I'm booking it. Fuck this. I'm fucking out of here.
Okay, so I'm going to make you roll your athletics,
All right.
and they are going to attack against you.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
Tree.
Okay. So you succeed, not with style, but you do succeed. And how do you
That's what
get
I
past
need.
them?
Well, they're just blowing up around me, right? So I fucking duck down and I keep going, and one kind of leaches out to me, and I fucking chuck it, and it falls back, and then the music comes back on, doo, 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 and I notice they're going on angles like, doo, 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 and I'm like, hoo, hoo. Well, that's kind of style, I guess. So maybe I.
To the beat? No, that's stylish, but like there's no added benefit to you,
Mhm.
really. It's just colorful. Okay.
Then I
so-
run in and I'm gone.
Yeah, you get through to the other side,
Yep.
Braden. It's just you. You have to get by 2 zombies that seem like they've dodged. Collins, how are you going to get by them?
All right, well, so it would be athletics.
Yep, if you want to dodge them.
Well, I was going to say use Laser Kitty to shoot one,
That works.
and then dodge the other one.
Okay.
Actually, no, I would just, like, kick through the other one. I wouldn't try to dodge it.
Kick through
Kick
it.
them with
Okay.
fire.
So first I will roll for Laser Kitty.
Okay.
All right. So
So-
we're at +7.
Definitely a hit.
All right. And then for kicking through the other one just to get it out of my way.
So you've used Kitty 3 times, which means you've used
Yeah.
3 fate points.
Oh, right. I forgot that takes fate. Oops. All right.
Yeah.
Might have to slow down on Laser Kitty. All right. And so right now I'm at -1, so I'm at +2.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay. So as you're so you get those through those zombies, and Laser Kitty just shoots them to oblivion. And you get to the other side, but just as you're going through to get past that beaded doorway with the crosses, Laser Kitty jumps out of your arms and fires one last time, and she shoots.
Oh, Laser Kitty!
She fires one last time, and the laser is directly going towards the disco ball, and the zombies are running towards you, shambling towards you, and it hits the disco ball and fires in a million directions, hitting all of the zombies. And there's one huge explosion as all the zombies
Laser Kitty!
guts are everywhere. And Laser Kitty, I'm going to give you a fate point if Laser Kitty doesn't make it.
Well, am I using one fate point for that last shot?
No.
Oh, okay. That's like a freebie?
Yep.
Oh, I like Laser Kitty.
Me too, but that's so cool.
Yeah, okay.
Tough call.
I like the story aspect of it.
Okay. So later, Laser Kitty heroically sacrifices herself to destroy all of the zombies in the room. You wouldn't have even... But the fireworks are actually quite spectacular.
Sure.
Yeah.
Actually, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's beautiful.
So you make it into the.
As we stand there in the door, just
like arm in arm, like oh, beautiful.
Oh, it's like this. Throw the fireworks in the background.
Oh yeah. All right. So it's difficult, but you guys managed to tear yourself away from the awe-striking scene, and you make your way into the next room, which is another waiting area. The announcer once again comes on and congratulates you and says that you made it through that room with some real flair. Congratulations, contestants. Let's see what awaits for you in room number 4. Audience, would any of you like to help our contestants out? Let's find out.
Actually, we do have one. I'm the guy in the green jacket behind the stage, but Bob did say that he wanted to save that XP for upgrading Dennis's weapon till the last round. So here he says, yes, gold box for me. He has 2 XP left.
Okay, so we have 20 minutes left, and there are 2 rooms left.
2 rooms left. Oh, okay.
There's 2 rooms left. There's 2 bronze boxes sitting in the room waiting for you guys. Okay, so we will try. We can go a little bit past 11. I'm okay with going a little bit past.
I'm good with going past 11. I'm on vacation still. So what about you, Mike?
Oh, geez, I don't even have to wake up till 6 tomorrow. I'm good.
Oh, do you have to get up early? We can.
Seriously, I'm good.
And Justin, what about you?
I'm good. I'm good to go a little bit later too.
All right, then I'd say, Bobby, I love your gift, but let's save it until the last room. So I'm going to stick with the bronze box for now.
Okay. So the bronze box, I'm going to say, I'm going to say that you rolled 2 d20s for the bronze box, 1 d20 for silver, 1 d20 for gold. And the reason is because bronze box is basically crap, but d20 still gives you a pretty good chance to get crap.
Is good rolls good stuff? Because I got really good.
It can be good, and it could be. It just depends, really. But you definitely got into the silver category.
All right, with 39.
And with your 39, you actually find a magnum inside.
Oh, about fucking time. So I pull the gun out and I kiss it. Ah, yes. This is what I needed.
And Braden, so there's 6 shots in your magnum.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant the big condom. I was like, now my buggery skill's going to work.
Well, you got to go back to the zoo then, man.
All right. So Braden, you can roll your 2d20s.
Ooh, yay.
Unless that was I heard a beep, a bidoo.
No, that was just Bob
16.
commenting, I believe, probably being okay with what I did.
Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so you open the box.
I do open the box.
And there is, I guess it's a big box, or it's a box that goes
Is there a
deeper
boat
than
in
you
the
thought.
box? Okay.
And there isn't a boat in the box. You've always wanted a boat, though, haven't you? Inside is a spear gun, like a
Oh,
harpoon.
nice.
Holy shit.
Nice.
There's only one
One spear.
one spear in it, but it's attached to a cable,
Rope. Nice.
like a steel.
Yeah, liking it. Yep.
And that was Hans Zieger's idea as well. The spear gun.
Jesus, Hans.
Yeah.
Man, you're filling us up with great ideas.
I think
Everyone
there's-
else, make sure you jump on that stuff. This is how you get mentioned in game.
Yeah, we're gonna have a thread. I guess we could have a weekly thread about zombie weapons, eh?
When we're doing one of these games, for sure, the one before.
Yeah.
Unless you want to keep running these in the background, we can always be doing that too.
Yeah. Well, if we have time.
Well, this week, and again, not to diverge too much, but remember, this Wednesday we are back at Numenera, which means tomorrow morning, it should have been this morning, but I was lazy, so tomorrow morning I am going to put a post back on for cipher ideas that can be used in-game. We always have cipher ideas during the week, but the post this week is the one that gives you the most XP. It's not just a generic 1 or 2, it's going to give you a first and second and third place, so make sure you check tomorrow morning for your chance to submit a cipher that's going to be used in-game. Sorry,
So
Justin.
we had someone join the Facebook group, by the way, just now.
Yes. Hello, Tim.
Hello, Tim. Welcome to the Facebook page, and we hope you enjoy our channel.
Yes. You get a personalized shout out and this handsome pen when you join our group. But because we do not send pens to you, this pen goes directly into my pocket. Thank you, Tim, for the pen. I appreciate it.
All right. So you guys continue on to the next room.
Yeah, with my magnum, I got everything I fucking need. So I take the flail and I throw it to the ground, and I take the acid gun and I keep that in my pocket, and I take the magnum, I give her a kiss, and I say every good.
Take the flare. Sorry.
You want the flail? Go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Take the flail and your flamethrower and your fucking. I only need this. Every good gun needs a name, and I'll name her Matilda.
Waltzing Matilda.
Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda.
So you hum that to yourself as you step through the threshold to the next room. And as soon as you step through, your foot sinks in mud. A little bit, not like a lot. But there's a squishing sound, and your other foot sinks in mud. And you look down, and you see that you're in mud. And looking around, you hear... It's misty once again, kind of like the zoo was, but you're definitely not in a zoo. It's vast around you. It's not as misty as it was, so you can see a distance. And there are palm trees and bushes and shrubs, and you hear distant rumbling, like.
Well, I go and cower in a corner.
So there's it's like you stepped out of a small tent, and for some reason you can't open the tent. The tent is green, and looking around you see that you are surrounded by boxes, crates, and there is a Jeep with some wheels missing.
I run to the Jeep and I... Oh, shit. I've seen this fucking movie. It's Jurassic Park. Everybody run. So the Jeep's got wheels missing?
It's got wheels missing, yes. And it looks kind of rusty, disrepair. You could do a craft roll to see if you could...
I think I'll do that, because I got craft. Let's see if I can't do this quickly. And I say, cover me. I'm going to take a look at this Jeep. If we can get it, we can get out of here that much faster. And I can't see fucking anything.
Yep, I will do that. And I will use my notice skill just to help notice stuff.
Okay. So, looking around, you do the notice. Do the notice roll.
Okay.
Also, thank you to Brandon for joining the group. Brandon, here's your gift pen. Again, thank you so much for the gift pen. Please enjoy the stay.
All right, so I'm going to notice exactly 0.
0. Okay. Now, I'm going to say that at a cost, you do notice some wheels lying on the ground.
I will take that cost.
Okay. Now, this cost is a consequence because you're walking through the mud,
And I hate nature.
you hate nature, and something freaks you out, and you trip, and you fall, and your head hits something hard. And you come up, and your head is slightly pain. So I'm going to say, as a mild consequence, you are mildly concussed.
So will that be a physical and a mental stress? Just a physical stress?
That's a consequence.
Oh.
So that's something entirely.
Mildly concussed.
So with stress, you get your stress back to normal after every scene.
Yep.
Consequences take longer to heal.
Gotcha.
So you would heal a mild consequence at the end of the game.
And out of nowhere, Harlan pulls a toffee bread pudding off screen and eats it for the remainder of the game.
Whoa. Where'd you get that, man? Did someone spend their experience on that?
It was good. I was going to say Bob's gifted me a delicious toffee bread pudding.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Please, someone gift me something. Someone gift me a Stormtrooper clock. I've always wanted one of those.
Wait,
So-
I bought you one of those. Didn't I buy you a Lego Stormtrooper clock?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah, I did! Well, that's what you're looking at. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you were being... Never mind. Continue. Sorry.
Okay, so you guys, so you lift up your head and it's foggy, but you see that you actually hit your head on some tires, some spare tires for that Jeep.
All right. I'll let them know. I'll be like, hey.
I say, those tires, bring them over here quickly. I got mechanics as a background. I put mechanics into my fair category, so I figured that can work with changing a tire.
Okay, yeah, it definitely can. So, go ahead and roll for that.
Oh my god, fuck yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a little applause for that. I want to thank the toffee pudding that my wife made. It just made me feel like I had the energy to make that happen.
Well, good stuff. So you definitely succeeded with style. So you get some sort of boost to this Jeep.
Can we just get on the tires really?
It's nitro. It's got nitrous oxide.
So you managed to boost it. Yeah. You've got one nitrous oxide boost. So if things are getting hairy, you can use that. As a boost.
A nitrous oxide boost. That's fucking hilarious. Let's do it. I am in.
Okay. All right. So you guys both hop in the Jeep. You turn the keys that are conveniently sitting in the ignition.
And I'll drive, because drive is also one of my fair categories. Why not?
It rumbles to life. Yeah. And you guys begin driving over the mud and the patches of grass. And every now and then you see a green helmet sticking out of the ground. And
a green helmet?
Green helmets, yeah. Just sticking out of the ground. But you're driving pretty fast, and you're making your way into the forest, which you assume is the only way to go because the rest all around you is a beach. Okay? So you make your way into the forest, driving at a steady, slightly faster pace because, well, you want to get through it, but there's lots of potholes and stuff, so you don't want to do any more damage. And you get into the tree line about 5 minutes in. I'm going to give Dennis a fate point.
Okay, yes.
Because
Never good.
something falls from the tree behind you and lands in the back of the Jeep.
It's a World War II soldier.
And you feel a hand on your shoulder, and for this fate point, you have to roll a drive check to see if you can get whatever just was on your shoulder, or you have to roll some sort of overcome because it's about to attack you.
Okay. If I take the fate point.
If you take the fate point. So it's a skill.
I'm not going to take it.
You're not going to take.
I'm going to get rid of one of mine because I have 4 of them.
Okay, so you continue driving on, and you hear something land behind you, but it doesn't.
I tell Brayden then.
It gets half in, and Brayden, you turn around just in time to see a zombie that has a bandana wrapped around its head, land one leg into the Jeep and the other leg out, and it falls to the ground outside of the Jeep and rolls and tumbles into the distance behind you.
A red bandana. It's a drop bear. No, it's a Vietnam vet.
I'm just so tempted to spear gun him so that we drag him along.
Oh my god, that would be so funny, but don't do it. Get your fucking head in the game. If one of them fell on me and grabbed me, we would have been fucked. So make sure you cover me from everything that's coming.
Okay. So, looking in the trees, you see there's more of them, and they are running at full tilt toward the Jeep.
And I will flamethrower.
You don't have a flamethrower anymore.
I thought I had one last shot.
No, it's malfunctioned.
Oh, ouch.
It would make sense if you had a flamethrower in this setting.
It would have been really useful instead of just flaming all the dancers.
And as you're driving along, you see dirt in front of the Jeep explode, and 2 zombies jump out, and they look like they're about to land right on the front of the Jeep.
I swerve and dodge them.
Do a drive check. You're trying to
right.
be good because they're moving very quickly, and you don't have a lot of room.
This is everything I trained for in the mean streets of London. Alright, so I got none there, and I got fair. So only +2. I'm going to spend a fate point.
Okay.
What does the fate point do again if I spend it?
It gives it +2.
I'm going to spend a fate point.
And that would bump it up to that. Okay, but you have to invoke one of your aspects in order to do it.
Drive.
No, not a skill, an aspect.
Oh, I don't have that many. I only have my high concept. Oh, I'll pick one right now? Oh, okay.
You used to be a rally car driver.
Or getaway driver.
Getaway driver. That's better. Getaway driver.
There you go.
As
So,
you're working your way up, yeah.
I am going to spend a fate point from one of the zombies, because zombies get fate points too. And they are going to boost their roll.
Why wouldn't they?
So you swerve out of the way, and you think that you're able to swerve past them.
They gotta beat a 4.
I know, they got a 5.
Oh.
They got a 5. So one of them lands directly on the hood and smashes his hand into the windshield, reaching for you, and the other one grabs onto the windshield, or not the windshield, the mirror, and is hanging on and is climbing up the door, and is about to hit you.
Me first or him?
Why don't we say who's got the higher? Why don't we say Brayden?
All right.
I like that.
So I'm going to grab like the roll bars, use it to prop myself up as I take the mace out and smack the one on the front of the Jeep.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your fight.
Okay. Hey, look at that! I get a +3.
+3. So you.
And you know what? I'm gonna fade it too.
You're gonna fade it, so you're gonna get +5.
Yeah,
Nice.
I am.
Okay.
You're
So
gonna do it right.
You actually tied it. You tied the good roll. So that actually makes it succeed now.
Yep.
Not with style, but you succeed fully. So you
That's
get a
fine.
benefit. So you do actually hit it, and you did 2 shifts, which means that you do 2 damage. So your flail smashes into the zombie, and he's obviously, like, it hits right in his side, but it doesn't look like he's fallen yet. And I'm going to give you a fate point, because he grabs onto the flail and pulls with all of his might.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Okay, so that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so he pulls, and he's got the flail now. And I'm going to give Dennis, it's your turn now.
I'm going to watch what just happened. And first, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to turn on the radio and blare some of that sweet tunes.
Yeah, Fortunate Son.
It's gonna be the same song, The Hustle. It's like playing everywhere.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
That part. What the fuck? And then I'm gonna do as Bob suggested, and I'm gonna slam on the brakes as hard as I can.
Okay.
And send them zombie bastards flying. But I do say to him beforehand, I said, Braden, grab a hold.
So, you slam on the brakes, and your head almost, there's so much force that you almost hit the steering wheel. But you manage to keep yourself from doing that. The zombie, however, is not so lucky, and it flies over your head and onto the ground behind you, and you hear it crash and tumble as it hits the ground. Same happens to the zombie that was holding on to the mirror.
I stand up with my one hand on the bar and I say, and that's why I don't fuck with us! And I get back down and drive over him.
Okay, but that's your turn. It's the zombie's turn now. So you stand up and you shout that, and you look up just in time to see another bandanaed zombie jump out of a tree and attack you.
Motherfuckers. Alright.
So this is a good zombie, so it gets a +3 to its roll.
Why wouldn't it?
So you've got to beat a 2.
Alright, well I just have to dodge it, or can I try to shoot it, or what?
You can try to shoot it if you want.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah. And so for a stunt,
Alright.
so you've got something called stunts too.
Oh,
Okay,
sounds fun.
that's at the bottom right.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't even bother bringing them in until now because they're kind of complicated. But normally, if you're trying to dodge an attack, you have to roll athletics. That's the go-to roll. You're jumping out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
But for your stunt, based on your character, you could assume that for you, if you wanted, instead of doing a dodge roll, you could shoot. You shoot instead.
Okay.
So that
That's
would be
what
your
I'll do.
stunt.
Because again, it's a getaway car thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Driving while I'm shooting is like second nature to me.
Well, this isn't exactly driving while you're shooting. This is more like instead of jumping out of the way, you're just like dodge this sort of thing. Like,
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna draw my gun and fire up at him, and I got a negative. So we're at -1. But I have 3 for shooting, which brings me to 2, and I'm gonna use one of my points.
okay,
And my aspect, trick shot, which is what I do. I have trick shot with shooting.
okay.
It's like the most powerful guy ever. I know, I know. But whatever, he would be good at shooting, and
cool.
bump it up to 4.
Okay, so you've got a 4, they got a 2, so you succeed, and you do manage to hit the zombie midair, and it collapses onto the ground and doesn't make it to the Jeep. But you see that there are still zombies running full tilt, and Braden, one of these zombies, leaps out of the bushes and grabs onto you and tries to take a bite out of your neck.
All right. So again, I guess I would try to do my best to
Dodge it?
and throw it.
So that would be athletics.
All right.
So you got to beat a 3.
So athletics, I got a 1.
Okay. So,
So can I do a fate, and that would bring it up to 2? And so
You
that
can
would
do a
bring it
fate.
to 3? I will have to do that, right?
yep.
Okay. So that would bring me to 3.
Okay, so that brings you to 3. That makes it a tie. The zombie's there, and it's trying to bite you, but it doesn't succeed. You manage to hold it off, but you're struggling with it right now. Okay, so we're back to the initiative order. Braden, you first.
All right. So as we're struggling, it'll be like elbow, elbow, toss.
Okay. So what
Fight.
are you rolling for that? Go ahead and roll fight. Just fight, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll everything.
All right. So +3, and I'll use another fate point to running low.
Okay, so you
So
succeed.
+5.
You succeed, and it
Yeah.
hits. Not with style, though.
Yeah.
This zombie, I guess, what, do you headbutt it or something?
Well, not if it's biting me, but as it's coming in,
Yeah.
because it's coming in. So I would actually elbow up to drive the mouth up, and then the other elbow across to it.
All right, so you do 2 points of damage. They've got 3 health. It's not
Yep.
enough to kill it. You're still struggling. Okay?
Yep.
Dennis.
All right. I pull the gun and I turn it. To whom? I turn it to the zombie, and I fire at the zombie in the head,
All right.
which is attacking him. Actually, wait, I'm in a car. I'm just going to drive the car.
Okay, that's fine.
You're in the car, right? Braden?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just going to drive the car. With really good getaway speed.
Okay. So you drive, and some zombies are running down the road towards you, and you actually crush them.
Yeah,
And you
that's...
feel the Jeep go up and down over their corpses. But, Braden, I'm going to give you a fate point because that catches you off guard, Dennis, starting the car and driving away. So you fall backwards and over the seat, and you have to do an athletics roll to see if you're able to grab on somewhere and hang on. Or you can give me a fate point.
No, I was going to say, how much do I need? I've got a 1, so we'll...
You need a fair, so you need 2.
So I guess I will spend a fate point to do it. And I am out of fate.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So you do hold on. You hold on, and you've got a good grip, but the Jeep is driving away. And I guess you're kind of like, you're on the side. You're not dragging on the ground or anything like that. And we're back to Dennis. So you guys drive. You drive like this, and you're going over zombies, and all of a sudden, Dennis, I'm going to give you a fate point because a bomb lands right in front of you.
A bomb?
Right, like napalm. Explodes right in front of you.
Shit.
Not like a nuke, but it explodes and trees start to fall onto the road.
We're gonna sag on, motherfucker. So do I need fate point if the bomb drops?
Yeah, in front of you, or it lands somewhere in the forest.
No, land somewhere in the forest. Yeah, I can't. I don't want to bomb. That means I only got 1 fate point left.
Okay.
And I keep driving as I hear it crash.
Yeah, it crashes, and you see zombie fly in the air from the explosion, and you keep driving. And down the road, through the trees.
Good use, Mike? Good use?
I'm pro that, yes.
Yeah, okay, good.
You think you see something glowing through the mist. Glowing white.
I pedal to the metal and fire on through.
Okay, so this is going to be a challenge. You have to get, on each of your turns, you have to get in total, 6 pluses to your drive. Okay?
Both of us?
In total.
I'm
so
not driving.
The amount of turns that it's going to take to get you there.
Oh, I see, okay.
Okay, so you got to get 6 pluses. Now, Braden, on your turn,
Right.
you can do like a notice roll or
Yep.
any other type of roll that you think
Yep.
will fit to help Dennis's drive roll out.
Oh yeah, because it would be like, go there, watch out for
Yes,
that.
give me road ahead.
Exactly. So you're pulling yourself, but
Road
first
ahead.
you have to pull yourself up into the Jeep. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to go to Dennis, and then we're going to go to the zombies.
Okay. So again, so what's what? Oh, what the hell did I write there?
Exactly. I can't read my
Physical? Because what's the difference between like physical and athletics?
Physique is like how buff
Physique.
you are. That's like your health.
Oh well, I'll just stand here and look good. All right. So athletics, I guess then, right?
Yep.
All right. So I'm at a 0.
You're actually at a oh, you're okay. Yeah, you're 0. All right. Well, it's up to fucking me.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that, Brayden, you can do it. You can succeed, but it has to be at a serious cost.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you pull yourself up, and you stand up, and you're about to take a look and help Dennis out, but you see a tree branch right in front of you, and you don't have enough time to duck, and it cracks you in the head, and you hear a crack as your skull is cracking somewhat. You're okay, but I'm going to upgrade your mild concussion to a moderate concussion.
Yeah. Yeah, you
All right,
are.
so you've got 2 consequences. You've got one consequence left.
Yeah, I do.
So if you fill out your stress boxes
Yeah.
and your consequences, your character is taken out.
Oh. But right now I don't have any stresses. I'm just concussed.
Right.
Is that correct? Yeah, okay.
That's right. So that's an automatic. Usually I would fill up your stress before doing your consequences,
Right.
but at a serious cost, I'm just jumping straight to the consequences.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, Brayden, that's your turn. Dennis?
I'm gonna roll for them pluses to get me driving skill up to snuff so I can dodge these motherfuckers.
Okay, do your thing.
And I got 2 pluses. And that's it.
All
Don't
right.
fuck with me.
So that is the first roll, and I am going to give you a fate point to say that one of your tires bursts. It's still drivable, but you're going to get a -1 to your rolls.
Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, alright, I'll take the fate point.
Okay, so you go over something sharp, and you hear a as one of your tires hits your back. It's your back right tire.
Oh, that's who cares about that one?
And it's making it a little bit harder to stay up. But yeah, Brayden, you're still in there. A zombie jumps from the right side of the car and lands right next to you, Dennis. And it's there. That I'm giving you a fate point for this, by the way.
Oh, another one?
Yeah.
A zombie jumps up while I'm driving?
Yep, it doesn't attack you yet, though.
Ah, fuck it. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So it's landed right next to you. We're back to Brayden.
I don't have anything worth steering.
All right. Well, then, if I can, I will be hitting that zombie, and
Okay.
again trying to like pull it back out of the Jeep.
Perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on, man!
Oh!
So I'm at 0.
If only there was a
Alright.
boo sound. That's close enough, I guess.
So you fail once again, but we can do it at a serious cost if you want to succeed. You don't. Well, no, you don't. You just don't manage to hit the zombie.
Yeah.
And I can give you a fate point to say that the zombie, instead of turning on Dennis, turns towards you.
Which would make sense.
Okay, so the zombie
Yeah.
sees you trying to attack it. It turns towards you,
Yeah.
and it starts climbing up the seat. Now, Dennis, the
Alright.
zombie that landed next to you is no longer facing you. You try to drive?
Can I drive and attack in the same round?
No.
Then I'm gonna keep driving. Sorry, buddy. Good luck. Because we need to get to that fucking thing.
I agree.
2 negatives, so that's another 2.
2 negatives.
Well, because you said I'd take a negative, right?
Right. So another 2. So you are 4 out of 6. You're getting close.
We're 2 away from the win, buddy.
And
So zombie
then
turn.
it's zombie turn. He's going to take a swing at you, Braden.
Yeah.
You roll
So
your athletics
dodge.
to dodge. So it's out of 3.
And I'm at a 1.
You're
So
at a
I will
1.
be hit. Yeah.
So you will be hit by 2 damage, so stress.
2 stress. Okay.
Yep. So you don't fill out the first box.
Yeah, just go right to the second stress.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And I'm going to give you a fate point because a zombie that's been chasing the cart has grabbed on and is trying to pull himself up now.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
You got a fate point for that, and we are back to you.
Okay. Well, I guess that one that's like, well, yeesh. Yeah, I'll just try to like kick that one off.
Oi, do what Braden would do. What Braden?
Okay. I'll kick that one off.
That's
All right.
what I want to hear. Kick it
Whoa,
off with
whoa.
drugs.
That's too many.
Yeah, well, that's how hard I was kicking.
So did you do +2 plus?
No,
Plus what I saw.
so again, I'm at +3.
+3. So that's a tie.
Okay, so I might as
You
well
can
use
use-
one of those fates.
Okay, so you use a fate invoking what aspect?
My incredible, again, the aspect of liking to rumble, knowing
Right,
again that I'm outnumbered.
Okay, so you manage to hit it, and it falls off the back. It's still alive, and it picks itself back up off the ground, but it looks like the Jeep is going to leave it in its dust. Dennis.
All right, I keep driving and I look at that boy in my rearview mirror and I say to myself, "Good help us, motherfuckers!" And I put the pedal to the metal a little more, and I roll, and I get it. I get it.
All right, so that is a 1 plus 3, so
Yeah.
4. So you're 4 above. Okay, so you succeed. Okay, you can use a fate point to succeed with style on that drive. You get to the cross.
Nah, I'll
Yeah,
just
what time? Drive up in style, man.
because I only got 2 fate points, Sonny. I don't know what to call them. I only got 2, and I don't know what's coming left. Remember this: we still got 1 more room after this.
Oh,
Then
I
you and
thought
I are
this was the
square.
last one.
Okay.
Huh?
I thought this was the last one.
No, we got 1 more.
Oh, shoot. All right.
You goof.
So you get to the cross, and you see that there is another tent. Or actually, no, it's like a Vietnamese hut, and there is a cross right at the front door.
Is that
They
like a
really made
Pizza Hut?
Toronto multicultural.
And the zombie,
I've never eaten at the Vietnamese hut before.
the zombie attacks you, Braden.
Yep.
Because it's still up there, and
Yeah.
it.
So going to dodge. So that'd be a 1.
Okay, and the zombie got a 1 as well. So it's a tie. So he doesn't manage to hit you.
Alrighty. Yay, zombie.
Yeah, perfect.
For rolling as poorly as I do.
So, Dennis, or sorry, Braden, we're back to you. So you see that the car stops, and you have the initiative. You can try to take out this zombie, or you can just try to get into the hut.
Yep, I will, just try to bash it.
All right, go for it.
There we go, so +4.
All right. So, you succeed. And
Yay, about time!
1 shift of damage, and that is enough to kill this zombie because it's already taken some damage. All
It only
right.
took me 20 rounds.
So the zombie collapses outside of the Jeep, and you guys rush out of the Jeep, and you go inside the hut. And the hut, once you're inside, you're once again in the clean white room.
I would just like to say that I do grab the spear gun from the Jeep because I'm not going to leave it.
Yes,
Of
yeah,
course,
of
of
course.
course. Well, I take a deep breath and say, well, that was no easy peasy task. And I check to make sure my magnum is on the next click and that my acid gun still has 2 shots left.
Yep.
Correct. Good.
Yep. So the
All right.
announcer comes on and says, "Congratulations, contestants! You have made it to the final room." I don't think I'm the only one who thought that maybe one of you wouldn't make it there. I'm looking at you, Braden. But
All
congratulations.
good here.
This last room is a little different. You still get your prizes, but you might find a very interesting proposition for you at the end.
Do I have to get the key out of his stomach?
Oh, wait, that's not the right sound. I should have done this.
Yeah, there we go.
So the PA clicks off after he wishes you a good luck, and you make your way to the end of the room where you find 2 sides. On one side there is a box, and it's just an open box, and it's just made of wood, and it says, "Leave your weapons here, and let the Lord guide your way." And the other side says, there's a golden box, a golden cross, 2 golden cross, one for each of you. And it says, "Take a weapon and fight the hordes of hell eternally."
I look
This
at the
seems
kid.
like a no-brainer.
Yeah, I look at the kid and I say, why? What you thinking?
Dropping the spear gun in the box.
Why?
Now, I don't know if they can hear us. That's the thing. But I'm thinking Church of Redemption. They want us to give up our evil ways. And we're
Maybe.
playing the game.
But, on the other side, why are we here? If they want a show, why don't we give them a show? If you hear what I'm saying.
Kind of do. I'm really dizzy. My head is freaking killing me. It's like bashed around so much.
Braden, come here, lad.
Hey.
Listen, I'm not thinking there's a way out of here. I'm not thinking that there's going to be nothing behind those doors but more death. I'm saying, let's turn the fucking game on its head. Let's take them guns and turn them on the people who put us here.
Fuck it, let's do it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, fuck them. I'm done playing by their rules. I'm saying let's play in by our rules. We're the fucking butcher and we're the fucking Braden. Even though a Magnum doesn't load that way. All right, open the doors. I think we made our decision.
Well, okay, so you've got 2 golden boxes, and in fact,
Yeah.
there's 3, one of them labeled Dennis, 2 Dennis, from Bob Lyle.
Okay, so Bobby, looks like you are spending your XP on me, darling.
Thank you,
We're not
Bob.
getting out of this, bloody. All right.
Okay,
I opened all the boxes.
So 2 for Dennis, 1 for Braden.
Yeah.
So you can just roll 2 d20s, and I'll just do separate things.
All right. 2 d20s each?
Sorry, no. For Dennis, it's 2, and for Braden, it's 1.
Oh, but 2 separate, right?
Braden, pick which one you want, 8 or 10.
I'll do 8.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Is it Laser Kitty?
No, it's not Laser Kitty. You
For all
open-
those watching being like, why aren't they just doing the box? And I posted, I said, we're done playing by their rules. Time to make up our own ending.
Okay, so Harlan, you got 17 and 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17. Okay, interesting. So you find, okay. So one of them, the first box that you open, Dennis, has 3 grenades.
Ooh.
But when you grab them, it's like they have some sort of sticky quality to them.
Sticky bombs. I love sticky bombs. I used to use them in the IRA all the time. Slow them up against a tree. I love them.
Okay, so you got those. Then you also find a gun with a blue crystal in the center, and it has it's very strange, but it looks kind of like a Tesla coil, if you know what that is.
Yes, I do.
It looks like a testicle?
It looks like a Tesla coil.
Oh no, he's got blue balls.
Nikola Tesla.
Too rude. Too rude. All right. So just to reiterate, I got the Magnum with 5 shots. I got the acid gun with 2 shots.
Mm-hmm.
I got this blue gun. Any idea how many shots?
I'll tell you right away that has 3 shots.
3 shots, and I got 3 grenades.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going out with a boom.
And with the grenades, you've got a bandolier.
Oh yes, that way I don't have to carry.
And Braden, you open your box, and you find a small metal stick with a button on it.
Nice. That's exciting. I like buttons.
It's a red button.
Nice, shiny red button.
Yeah, not shiny, it's just matte.
Okay.
Do you press it?
No, I'm going to investigate this a little more to see if there looks like there's an end that something shoots out of, or...
Yep, there's definitely a hole in the top of it, right above the button, that looks like it goes down a ways, and then there's some... It's really hard to describe. It looks very futuristic.
Excellent. I feel like it's a lightsaber.
Do you press the button?
Not yet. I'm going to hold on to it.
Save it to the end, old friend.
That's what I'm doing. I don't know what the hell it does.
Make it the last thing. And I whisper again to him and I say, remember, we're turning this on them. That means the crowds, that fucker in the blue coat, everyone goes down.
Okay. So, do you guys open the door and make your way into the next room?
Yeah, we kick open a fucking door.
And it is a bright, sunny day.
Yeah, it is.
You step out of a house, the front of a house, and you find yourself in a suburb. And just to the right of you, you're in like a cul-de-sac, I guess, a circle, court. And there is a car parked, and the car is an old 1930s Buick. Or
like
Ford.
we're taking in soccer moms.
And the houses are very small. It looks like you've gone back in time to the 20s. In fact, everything kind of has a sepia tone.
Yeah.
To it.
Hmm.
But it's a bright, sunny day. The grass is green.
Oh, everything's got a sepia tone to it, does it?
But, yes.
There we
That's
go.
right.
Like this.
So you make your way down the street.
This.
Do you say anything to each other?
We just nod knowingly.
All right. So walking down the street, you walk for about 5 minutes, and the subdivisions look all the same. Every now and then you hit a street with an intersection, and you pass it, and looking down the street, it looks like there's more houses. And you're traveling for about 5 minutes when you look into one window, and you see an old lady standing at the window, just looking at you. Nice.
And I go and lean and I tap on the window. Hey.
And she doesn't move.
I point the gun at her. Hey.
Ding, ding. She doesn't move.
All right, I do an observation check on her. A plus, at least.
Okay. So, looking at her, you see that she's old. There's nothing special about her, but she does have that same kind of quality that the disco dancers had.
Hmm.
Just standing there as if she's waiting for something to happen. And all of a sudden, you hear a voice boom from some speaker somewhere, and it's the voice of Garland Huxley, and he says, "Oh, boys, it's getting past your bedtime. You don't want to be stuck out here when night falls. Oh, but would you look at that? The sun is going down." You see the sun quickly, in a matter of seconds, shoot down below the horizon, and everything goes pitch black. And I mean pitch black. You cannot see a thing.
Does my gun with the Tesla coil light anything up?
Okay, so you activate the trigger.
Well, you said it was doing it.
Yeah, it's got a blue crystal. It does have a very faint glow to it. The blue. So you can kind of see with the faint glow of it.
All right.
What are you doing, Braden?
Yeah.
I am a little panicked because in the darkness I'm feeling alone, even though he's right there and I can see the glow light. And it's still not quite urban enough for me to feel comfortable. This is creeping me out. But I think I would try to, like, dude, let's get inside. We can take out one old lady zombie.
Say, all right. And I hug the wall and we kind of slide along it to the front door.
Okay. So you get to the front door and you go to open it and it's locked.
All right. I turn around and I cover and I tell Mike to kick it. Or
I'm going to use my buggery.
Oh, even better, yeah.
Your burglary. Okay, perfect.
All right, so it would still be a +4.
Okay. So you manage to unlock the door. And you hear footsteps and a
I fire into the darkness. I lean around and fire with that blue crystal gun.
So you fire into the darkness, and it illuminates the door, and you see, standing right in the door frame, not 2 inches away from your face, the old lady, right there with her mouth open, and she freezes as the light illuminates her. And the lightning bolt, you just see like a flash that she's frozen there, and then the lightning hits her, and she convulses and falls on the ground. But then you hear a shriek from all through the town, and you hear footsteps on the road.
So we run in and shut the door behind us.
Okay, you shut the door, and you can still hear the cries coming from outside.
Shit.
You think you have maybe 20 seconds before they're at the house.
All right.
To the roof?
To the fucking roof, I guess. The basement? I don't know. What do you fucking
To
think?
the roof, to upstairs, and then...
Darkness, somewhere to light. We need to light something on fire. We need to blind them.
Yeah, but I'm saying we want to go up the stairs.
Nice. We gotta
then blow up the stairs.
But we can't blow up
Hear a
stairs.
smash on the door somewhere in the house.
All right, fuck it. We run. We run into the house, feeling the walls, and I'm turning around.
Yep.
Okay, so do a investigation check, and I'm going to say this is going to be great. This is going to be great if you can do this. So you're trying to beat a 4 investigation, or notice, I guess.
So both of us do, or just one of us?
Both of you can roll and add your rolls together.
Do you
All
want
right.
investigate or notice?
Whatever you like, whatever's higher.
All
I have a notice of a +2 that I just gave it because it was my last free slot.
Oh, Jesus.
And we're good. Never mind, everyone. We're totally good.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, but look at Mike.
What?
You add your rolls together.
Well, why do we have to add them together? That's not fair.
But you've got a +2, I've got a +2, so we're still
So
at +4.
you don't actually have to.
We're still a +4.
Dennis, Dennis uses his instincts, and he runs. Maybe he knows subconsciously this old neighborhood,
I know
this
the layout.
type of neighborhood, and he runs subconsciously. And you manage to step on the first step of the staircase. Unfortunately, Braden, you go towards the back of the house, and you feel something crash into you, and you feel yourself falling on the ground. I'm going to give you a fate point for this to happen. You're falling backwards as something has leapt on you.
All right. It's
Okay?
a stupid dog. And it's not Laser Kitty.
It's definitely a person.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yep.
so we're jumping into initiative. We're going to say Braden, Dennis, and then zombies once again.
Yep. So again, I'm just like punching, kicking, getting it off me.
You're not going to try to use any of your weapons?
I don't. The only one I have is a spear gun. So
And
again, it'd be like a bash in the face with a spear gun.
You've got the little silver stick too, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna use the little silver stick, put the open end like right on it, and press the red button. See what happens.
Okay, so you press the red button, and you hear that sound as a green blade of light appears.
Frickin' lightsaber!
Frickin' lightsaber, Jesus Christ.
Nice.
And it impales the zombie, and you see its face, and it just looks like a human, and it convulses and collapses on top of you.
How often do I get to use a lightsaber?
All right. So you still have your action. You still have your action. You can hear footsteps coming from where you heard the crash before. Okay.
Yeah.
And as you hold your lightsaber down the path, after getting up, you see maybe 20, 30 zombies in the hallway behind, at the back of the house where the crash came from, just frozen in the hallway, about 2 feet away from your lightsaber.
Oh, they're like the Super Mario ghosts.
Yes, where they freeze.
They freeze when
Well, that's what I was
looking at
saying. And that's why I smack him and I say, listen, when it was bright outside, she wasn't moving. She was like a fucking statue. The minute the lights go out, she's running like a monster. We just need to light him, get the light in her eyes, and we're fucking fine. I need to light something on fire.
Well, that's what I'm saying. With the lightsaber, we can just head out.
Yeah, well, that's only good for you. What about behind me?
You can spoon me the whole way.
We need to search the house first with the lightsaber to make sure that we have something that can light on fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Or a flashlight.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, so we'll use that.
you begin backing up.
Room-to-room search.
And you go up the stairs. You're going up the stairs.
Yeah.
I'll basically follow the butcher's lead because he's in command.
I'll take the basement first. I feel like whatever was in the house would have ran up to us had it been there. So let's go down to the basement first.
Okay, so conveniently you are right beside the basement door. So you guys go in and walk downstairs, and as you're moving with the lightsaber, you take a step back and you hear and freezing, and then you take another step back and hear as the crowd inches their way closer to you.
Well, this is absolutely fucking terrifying. I think we should just take it real slow.
And hopefully, this older house has another door to the cellar.
And hopefully it does.
Okay.
All right.
So you hear another.
I take out my blue laser and I fire.
Okay, so the lightning. This is the second shot from the lightning bolt.
Right, so I got 3.
And you hit the front of the horde of zombies that are standing in front of Braden, and the lightning chains from one person to the next, and they all collapse. But just as quickly as they collapsed, more zombies run in to fill their place and freeze once they get into the light of the lightsaber.
All right. Well, this is not fucking working. We need somehow
To have
great
put our
light.
weapons in the box?
No, that was a trick. Don't you understand that? We would have been in the same fucking situation except we wouldn't have had anything on us. Ah! And I pull out a grenade. I think I got a little idea here.
Okay.
You said it's a sticky grenade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't have an idea. Because I don't think that would help too much. What about you, big boy? You got any ideas?
I got nothing.
Well, look, we need a second light source because there's no way it's going to do that. All right, that's a saber of light somehow. So let's do this. I rip off some cloth, and I hold it really close to the lightsaber. Does it catch fire?
It singes away, but it doesn't catch flame, unfortunately. It's like it's too hot.
Mm.
Okay, but how dry is the wood for the stairs or the railing? Because again, if it's an older house in the basement, it might have had like the old almost skids because it's like the plaster walls and stuff like that would be like the wooden slats behind it.
Yeah. I would say the house is definitely flammable. Using the lightsaber on it, though, I'm just going based on Star Wars knowledge.
Yep.
That it just cuts right through it and it doesn't catch anything on flame.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Otherwise, Qui-Gon Jinn would have caught fire. Or no, he didn't get sliced in half. Darth Maul did.
Darth Maul did.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Well, look. Let's focus, guys. We need to get fire, Brayden. We need to get light, and we need to figure out a fucking way to get light. Wait a minute. We're in a fucking house. Were there lights on in the house originally?
Nope, you don't think so. When
So
you were
let's try a
walking through
fucking
there.
light switch. I mean, realistically, the sun's set. It doesn't mean the power's out. It could be, but we should try it. So I find a light switch, walking around with Brayden very close.
Yep.
Okay. So you manage to find a light bulb dangling, and you pull on the light bulb, and I'm going to give you a fate point to say that it doesn't work.
But it does work if I don't take the fate point.
If you don't take the fate point, it works.
Then we would like a working light bulb, please.
We would.
All right.
I will take it. Fate point gone.
So you turn on the light,
Ah.
and it illuminates the basement. And you step back from the zombies, and they get to the front of the door, but they stop right in the threshold of the stairs.
That's working for me.
And
So-
I will go up and cut them.
You'll just cut them?
Yeah, with the lightsaber. I'll just
Chop
hack them
them
down.
down.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start cutting them, and as long as you're cutting them, more zombies fill in the spot, and you just keep hacking and slashing, hacking and slashing. Meanwhile, Dennis, you go down and you investigate the room that you're in?
I would want to, yeah. I need to check a light source.
Okay. So, you...
So pretty soon we'll have this wall that they can't get through.
Yeah, just use them as natural.
It's true.
Right? Because if
found
we're
a-
going down the stairs, they'd be...
What
You
are they
found a
looking like?
loophole.
Are they women? Are they children? What are the
Women,
what is-
children, men, old, young, you name it. Just
Don't care.
regular town people.
They look like hallway-filling material to me.
So, Dennis, you take a look around the basement, and you're kind of surprised because this house in particular, maybe you lucked out, because on the
I like the
walls
sound of that.
are crosses. It looks like some sort of shrine. And there is a little pillow that you and a little praying stand, and crosses of all colors all around. And there's a map of the town.
Ah. I take a look at the map.
And on the map, circled is and labeled is the church.
Interesting, interesting. So, I rip the map from the wall, and I do a quick search around the room to make sure there's nothing of use I'm leaving behind, and I probably don't see much, but I got +2 to notice, and that brings me to a +1.
Okay. So, you see a small wooden box, about like a foot by a foot and a half box. And it doesn't look like it's anything special. It looks a lot like the wood of the the first room. Like when you came in, you could have left your weapons. It looks a lot like that. And as you get closer to it, you look and it says, "The Lord takes retribution, but he can also be quite forgiving if you repent."
Yeah, screw it, I'm repenting.
Oh, fuck. I hate the fucking Lord. Alright, fine. I'll throw all my weapons in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll Is there a light down here?
There's the light bulb.
Yeah, alright. Then I'll just tell Mike to come down and explain what I saw.
Yep.
Okay. So, you open the box, and there is a flashlight inside.
Oh. Wait, the box wasn't empty?
Nope, the box wasn't empty. This is like a small box with something rolling around inside.
Oh, then
But
maybe not.
what you think repenting? How would you repent?
Well, I was thinking that it was going to say that we need to throw in our weapons again. That's what you were getting to, Mike.
That's what I was getting to, yes.
But if it's saying if there's a light in there, that tells me the opposite. That tells me that we need to keep on fighting. Unless I'm reading that wrong, Mike.
Well, I don't think it hurts to grab the light, throw in the weapons, and just wait for a second.
All right, I'm down with that. We're throwing all of our weapons, grab the light, and wait.
Okay, so you wait, and you hear the occasional footstep upstairs, but nothing happens. You've still got the light turned on in the room.
All right, I walk over to the light in the room. What's
Is
that?
there another exit?
Okay, there is another exit. It's through the cellar door.
Yep.
The cellar door.
Now, I don't know about the map, so.
Yeah. Right, and I tell you. Actually, no. That's a tough one. I don't tell you yet, but only because I forgot. Well, naturally, like I just did, and I went, oh wait, yeah. So I realistically easily forgot it, but we'll see what happens. All right. I want to. So we have an eye on the door. I want to stand under the light.
Okay.
And I want to go like that.
And as soon as you turn it off, you hear and as soon as you turn it back on, there's zombies at the bottom of the stairs already, only a couple meters away from you. That's how fast they moved.
And I turn to Braden and I say, yeah, no, I don't think giving up our weapons made any difference.
Oh, wait, you gave up your weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So, you gave up your weapons, and you flicker the light, and you hear a and you turn it back on, and they are down the stairs, but they're not moving nearly as quickly as they were before.
Oh, so they're still moving towards us, but they're slow.
Yes.
All right. And I turn to you and I say, fuck it, let's go.
Yep.
And we kick open the back door and run.
Okay, so you've left all of your weapons. You don't have your acid gun.
No.
You don't have your lightning gun. You don't have your lightsaber.
No, we gave them all up. Don't rub it in.
All right, so you kick your way out of the cellar. And you get to the top, and you remember where the church is?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Okay, so you make your way towards that. And you hear footsteps as you're walking, but it sounds like people walking towards you, not running towards you. And every now and then you shine your light on one of these footsteps, and it stops completely. And you keep going and going, and they keep on stopping. And Braden, you're staying as close as possible, I'm guessing?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So,
we're practically kissing.
After a few minutes of this, you find your way at the bottom of stairs in front of a white church, and at the very top is a cross you can see very, very faintly.
All right. And I look at him and I say, I think this is where we got to go. And I do a quick look around just to make sure there's no weapons sitting outside. I hate leaving myself unprepared, and I don't see nothing. Well, maybe two. One positive. Do I see anything?
Looking outside, you see a golden box sitting right at the bottom, underneath a bush, and it doesn't look like it's supposed to be there. It's like it's yeah, there's a box there.
I kick it open with my foot.
Okay, so you open it and roll a d20.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So inside, you find, back to Star Wars again, a blaster rifle. And there is a note at the bottom. And there's something strange about this box.
What does the note say? I don't want to touch the weapon just yet, but I want to read.
I will investigate the box.
Okay. So, Brayden, do your investigate roll.
All right, which would be just +2.
+2. So you hear footsteps still walking behind you, and looking at the box, every now and then it looks like it flickers. And Dennis, you reach in and you look at the note, and the note says, "You owe me one, butcher."
Do I recognize the writing?
It looks familiar, but you can't remember exactly who.
Is it Bob's writing?
I was going to say, is it Bob's writing?
Huh.
It's not Bob's writing.
And I shining the light around. If I look up the stairs, how far is it up the stairs?
It is about 10, just about 10 feet, like 5 steps, and then a bit of a threshold.
I
Like a veranda.
want to go. I tell you, like, Butcher, it's the game. Just leave the frickin' blaster.
Look, the minute I pick up that blaster, these fucking things are all over me. But it didn't say I couldn't carry the box. I want to pick up the box real slowly and see if it does it.
Okay, so you pick up the box, and the zombies are still moving just as slowly.
I pick up the box and run up the stairs with Brayden.
And
Okay.
I go quick because I do not want to be left alone again.
So you run up the stairs, and you make your way through the door, and it closes behind you.
And I drop the box and I take out the... No, I still hold the box just in case they're right there.
And do you want to end it there?
End it there?
End it there and see what happens next time, or do you want to conclude this?
How much you got? I say conclude it. I think the people at home, we still got 6 people watching this. I think they deserve a nice big finale.
Might as well. Might as well.
Okay, all right.
10 minutes to midnight. And
So,
they deserve
Are
a
we
big
seriously?
I know.
So you're in a white room, a small white room, and inside there is a pedestal in the middle.
A pedophile?
And-
Oh, pedestal.
Yeah, a pedestal, penis tool. And then there's a door at the opposite end. And you hear a voice come on, and the voice says, "Well, congratulations, Dennis and Brayden. I don't know how you did it, but you managed to make it, both of you, to the very end of The Running Dead."
Thank you. Thank you.
All you have to do now is wash your hands in the bowl of holy water, and all of your sins will be forgotten. So you're in this room. And
Already washing.
It's
So Brayden washes his hands.
Okay, so Brayden washes his hands, and he turns to you and smiles. And what do you say, Brayden? You're hopeful. You feel like your sins are being washed away.
We're done, man. We're good. Come on. Do this. We're out.
And Brayden collapses to the ground.
I figured.
and twitches once.
And I look down at him, and I open the box, and I reach out, and I pull the blaster rifle. And I say, I won't bow. I don't know how. And I go, is the dude standing in the fucking thing? Is there anyone around me to fire at?
Nope, there's nobody. It's just you two and the room.
All right, I start hoofing towards the exit.
Okay, so the exit is... you get to the exit, and it's locked. It's
I throw all my weight into it.
Okay.
The butcher's coming for you. And I throw myself into it.
And the speaker comes on and says, "Ho ho ho, Dennis! Looks like we have a troublemaker. Why couldn't you have just been as obedient as your friend Braden? He is now completely washed of his sins, and he has been pardoned by the Lord, and now will sleep in eternal peace. Isn't that what you want?"
As he's doing this, I'm finding to see where the TV cameras are, where the cameras are, where the audio's coming from.
Okay.
And I note it.
All right. So, what's your notice?
I want to see where the cameras are that are pointing at me, where the speakers are that are pointing at me.
Okay. What did you roll? What was your total?
Oh, sorry, it was 3. I rolled a 2 here, and I have notice. Sorry, a total of 4.
Okay. So, you succeed at finding something, but you can succeed with style. If you want
Hey,
to.
there you are.
No, I'm not going to waste the point just yet. I'm planning on taking these fuckers down. So I noticed them?
Okay, so you do find a panel. You find a panel with a speaker in it.
No cameras, just the speakers?
There are definitely cameras around. There's 2 cameras, one facing the front, one facing the back.
And one by one, I'm taking them out.
And the speaker comes on again and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. We seem to be having some technical difficulties. We'll get right back to you after these sponsored messages."
And I say, I'm coming for you!
And you hear some mutters from the crowd, because you can still hear it through the speakers. And then an advertisement comes on over the radio that says, "Hey, if you want a cat but think that they don't have enough firepower, why don't you invest in a laser kitty?" For that.
And I shoot the speaker.
Okay, so do a shoot roll.
Yeah. Oh, the Lord's on my side.
Okay.
That's a total of, that's a negative and 2, or a medium and 2 and 3. So that's a total of 5.
Okay. So you do manage to shoot the speaker, and with style. So you shoot it with the blaster, and it smashes into the panel, leaving a cloud of smoke, and the panel collapses. And you see a hole filled with wires.
And I climb into it.
Okay. You climb into it, and that's where I'm going to end it.
What? I want to kill everyone.
I know you want to, but I've got to end it there. Yeah, I got to end it there.
Yeah.
Oh, fine. Sorry, everybody. All right. Well. Okay. Let's. I gotta compose myself. I was in the action. Okay. Let me take off the warm.
Whoa. Okay. All right. You really want to get to the end?
Well, no, not if you don't feel it, then that's cool.
I would rather save this character and see where he goes from this point on. This isn't the end of the Running Dead games.
Okay.
But there's.
So see if he comes back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, give him at least a little more finality.
Okay. So, you're pulling your way through the cables and the wires, and every now and then your hand touches something and you get like a weird like shock, and you hear a voice in your head, and it's someone talking, Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Butcher,
Matrix.
is that you? Is that you, Butcher?
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
It's me, Eddie. Oh,
What the fuck's
man.
Eddie?
I can't believe you fucking made it out alive. Jesus. Well, let's, I didn't think I'd be able to contact you. They wire it so that I can't reach you while you're in the game.
Eddie, who the fuck's Eddie? I don't know no fucking Eddie.
Yes, you do. You saved my life a while back. I'm a hacker.
Oh.
Do you remember?
Yeah, Eddie. How the fuck do you know where I am?
Let's just say I'm real good with computers. Listen, you're not safe right now. You're gonna have to get away. They've got police bots on you right now. And this is gonna sound hard to believe, but your body, it's not real, mate. It's not real at all.
It's a Matrix.
What do you mean?
They got your body cooped up somewhere, and they're sending you into the games as software.
So should I go back and drink that fucking liquid? Put the liquid on my hand?
No, no, no. Don't drink. Don't wash yourself with the water. That is a bad idea. Shit. Butcher, I gotta go. I think they're tracing me right now.
All right.
No, survive. Just survive for me, mate.
All right. That's all I know how to do. There, that's more finality. Oh wait, fake clap. Hold on, I got it. Let me take this off. There we go. Justin, fantastic game. Let me give you another round of applause. I had so much fun. I am excited, first off, to find out now what happened with Chris and Alex's game, because I didn't watch it because I wanted to keep totally fresh. I want to know if they survived or what happened there. Secondly, for this future series of these, because I know that you said you wanted to run a couple of these, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which I am totally down for, because I think that's such a cool idea and premise. And Mike, did you have fun?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
As did I. So, do you have anything to touch on, Justin, before I do my little finality stuff?
Yeah, well, I'm sure you're going to cover it too, but I just got to say, like, this game just started off as a small little idea, and just the audience participation is so great, and having you guys spending your experience and giving me ideas. Like, I had so many great ideas that the characters could use, and that came into play. And we, like, a lot of it was luck, because just, them rolling what you guys suggested. But God, like, that really made the game a ton of fun, very colorful and very exciting. So I want to say thank you very much, you guys watching. I had a blast with you guys.
I totally agree. Couldn't have said it better myself. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Love the suggestions and the communication during this game in particular, which I love. Now, don't get me wrong. We're back next week, under a week, with Numenera, which I'm extremely excited for. And we're going to be continuing along Numenera. But every time we have a lull or someone can't be playing or someone else goes on vacation, we're going to be probably jumping back to either this game or a game like this. So please keep giving us ideas. Keep tuning in for interesting ideas. Now, I know a lot of you spent a lot of XP today. Thank you for that, first off, because it made it infinitely
really appreciate that it was all used to help us.
Yes, not to hinder, which I heard the other team had a more hindering aspect, but I'm okay with that because it helped us this time. But thank you guys for spending your XP. I want to make it super clear that spending XP is supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be frivolous and kind of like that, because we're going to be giving a lot away as we continue playing. We're going to do a little more rewarding during the Numenera games, because those are kind of our bulk hub games. Those are the campaign stories that we want you guys to really come back for and watch and tell us what you think about them and stuff like that. So again, tomorrow I'm going to be posting where you guys can earn some more XP and things like that. So it's going to be easy to get. Don't you worry. That being said, next Wednesday, 8 o'clock, Brandy, Jack, Theric, Shaz, and Pivot are all back to kick some ass in The Strange World of Numenera by Monty Cook Games. Please tell your friends and your family and your wife. I know a lot of husband and wife teams are actually on our group chat, which is just awesome. awesome, because I know Chris's wife and my wife both enjoy watching this as well, when they're forced to. And it's also fun to see the communication. So, see you guys next week. Thank you for joining this impromptu little game, and
thanks for all the help.
Thank you for all the help in every way, whether it be suggestions or XP donations and things like that. So, thank you guys. Have a good weekend, and what does Chris say? I would see you around the table, guys.
See you around the table.
See you around the table.